And welcome to the Siege.
There you go. Welcome to the Siege. How you doing? Well, you were doing it. I thought you were doing it.
I just said you're starting, and then you weren't looking at it, which is when it popped up, and I go, okay, I guess I'm going to say your opening line.
Well, I'm trying to get YouTube to work. You got YouTube working on your channel?
Of course I do, because I'm not 85. Hi, guys. Welcome to the Siege. Celebrity Shot
I don't
3.
have my volume up. Let's start there.
Brought to you by To The Point Streaming. I'm Sean Green, joined by this guy.
How you doing, folks? Thanks for being here.
I'm going to pull a Tim and forget his name. Jason?
Yeah, we'll go with Jason.
Castle Darts. And then the Philly legend, Tim Neal, is on the controls tonight.
What's up?
And, well, you guys can tell, it's going to be one of those shows tonight.
Hey, I think we're going to get the Keegan cam right tonight. I really do.
We got it. It's so much easier if we don't get it right this time. It's hopeless.
We have simplified it quite a bit.
I'm hoping Keegan just looks at the wrong camera just because we changed it up and he'll just forget.
We are on week 8 of the season.
He's the smart one. So.
Are we on week 8 already?
Yeah, and we have yet to get it right. We got it almost right when Tim was doing it.
Yeah, and then he left.
Yeah,
and then it was me, and I messed it up for sure.
I'm back.
But Tim's back, and here we are.
Thank
goodness.
goodness.
It's my turn to mess it up.
Hey, we got a heck of a show tonight.
We do have a heck of a show.
I love a celebrity shot.
I do too.
And these two coaches are a little mouthy.
Well, one of them is very mouthy. The other one is, but I don't think he understood how
to handle
much Raymer is going to talk. And he'll do that, and he will sound serious as ever.
Yeah.
But as long as it doesn't turn serious, Raymer will have a good time with it.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing that Raymer says that he ain't kidding about.
Exactly.
You know, and that's kind of the way it works. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Hey, before we forget everything else,
share.
Let's talk about sharing.
Yep.
Sharing and get the feed out there. Obviously, we're not on Facebook tonight. We're just primarily on YouTube. It may well be that way. We're looking at different options, trying to figure out how we're going to do it for the rest of the season.
If anybody knows any of those Facebook people that can get back accounts, just let us know.
Yeah.
If you know people who knew people.
Yeah, you never know. But we need to get in the fact that we thank our sponsors because they are crucial to the show. Quite frankly, we just couldn't do it without those guys.
And we'll make sure we have that new sponsor logo for Magicwear next week.
Yeah,
yes,
we'll fix that next week.
We will definitely have that. But a big shout out to Billy O'Neill's, who's the sponsor in the Billy Bull Cam tonight. Let's give a shout out to Carlos and Nicole over at Sidelines Pub. Jeff down at Hard Rock Cafe. I'm going down there real soon for a blind draw on a Friday night. Y'all need to come with me.
Okay.
Reed Music Sales out of Lafayette. On the Rocks down in Seymour. Got a representative there tonight, as we have a representative Mikey's Pub and Grill over on the east side. Woo-hoo. And let's give a shout out to A to Z Darts and Magicwear for all the support. They've been with us from the beginning.
And of course, our board sponsor, Winmore.
And of course, our big board sponsor, Winmore. Very proud of that one, too.
Yeah, we are.
Very, very proud.
Yep.
Well, folks, we unfortunately have to start off the night with a little bit of sad news. We've all been somewhat heartbroken this last week. As many of you know, we lost Linda about a week or so ago.
It was sorry, I'm going to cut you off there. Just the fact that we talked about it last week, it was like, hey, you're in our well wishes.
Yep.
And, you didn't even know.
I was kicked off Facebook. I didn't know what was going on.
Cancer was even on the table 13 days from the time she heard the word cancer to passing away. That's how quickly that happened. Obviously, a fantastic educator, missed in that community for sure. And
Linda, and she's Indiana's player from the standpoint that she was so popular in as far reaches as Lafayette, quite frankly. But she was a big deal here up in Indianapolis. She's from Brownstown, down in the Seymour type area. Her home bar was really on the Rocks, and she played it on the Rocks quite a bit. I got to play with her a couple of times in state tournaments, and she was a competitor.
Yeah. She's feisty.
Not sure how many, but she was on the National Darts Hall of Fame. So
I
don't know how many people from Indiana are on there, but she was one of the few.
She is a heck of a friend and a heck of a young lady, and it's a huge loss. Yep. And our hearts go out to everybody that's going through that here in Indy and across the state, across the country.
We all
frankly.
are. I mean, she's touched every single one of us.
Yeah.
She's always been the life of every event that we've gone to. Even when we did our coaching down there, she didn't need it, but she participated and she engaged everybody, and she was the most supportive.
She honestly tried to learn, I think, the most out of those players.
I think she was also asking questions to get the other girls to ask questions, which I thought was amazing. Like, she's always trying to help everybody.
She helped make that a success for us for sure, and that's what she always would do in the dart community. She'd help make those successful events, and the dart world in Indy is a shade darker.
It is. I will tell you, as you get a little bit older, so I'll talk to you kids, my partners in business here. As you get a little bit older, what you start thinking about are things that you leave behind and the legacy that you leave behind. And Linda, I'm sure that you're watching from up above, and please share with everybody up there. That'll be fantastic. But most importantly, you will never, ever be forgotten, young lady. It was an honor to know you and a pleasure to play with you. And God bless your family and everything that you're going through.
And on that note,
July 19th.
July 19th, we're saving the date. There is an event down on the Rocks in Seymour.
Yep, great bar.
They're going to have raffles and benefits, and all the money is going to her school for lunches for kids that can't afford it, and then all the other things. Also, the library that she was a part of. So
awesome.
July 9th, if you're able to make it down to Seymour, please come down. Please support. And if you have anything that you want to donate and support, reach out to us.
Please reach out to me.
Anybody, and we'll be more than happy to get it down there.
Well, To The Point Streaming, inevitably we'll be putting a big old gift basket together. So I'm looking forward to that. But please come and meet everybody else that knew Linda. A special moment.
Yep.
All right. Let's talk about tonight's match, because that's, quite frankly, what she would want us to do. We have got a fantastic match tonight, but it's our Celebrity Shot, which is a little bit different type format than what we've done. Can you talk to us a little bit about Celebrity Shot? You've been through two of them before.
I have. It's interesting because you have two players that are probably a little bit, they might be technically sound as players. They might be able to play darts competitively better than I ever can.
Sure.
However, maybe the mental side of things, their outs, maybe the steel tip side of the game isn't quite as strong. So we bring in coaches that can play cards and help out the teams that they're coaching for. We have Mark Raymer and Bud Crystal, two fantastic individuals to have as coaches. Now, I'm going to argue every time, if I'm ever a coach, it's way different for me as a coach than it is for most of these guys who are really good at darts.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to use those cards, right? Like, I'm going to make sure that my team is in the right position to win legs. The goal is to win.
Well, let's talk about the cards and
have some fun. Yeah,
share with the viewers what kind of cards we've got here. We got
you tell us.
A screen that I'll show you now. So there's three different types of cards. Okay. The first card, coach plays one leg. So we're going to play Race to 8 tonight. And a coach can, if they play that card right before the start of the leg, they can play that whole leg. They get two of those cards. The only rule with that particular card is they cannot replace the same player twice.
Okay, and also we have a Philly Legend rule that's been put in place. You can't save it for the last leg.
Yes, you're not allowed to use it on your last leg either.
Yeah.
The second card is the coach plays 6 starts, so they will take a turn for each one of the players, and it's consecutive, right? Now, each team will get 4 of those cards where the coach can step in and play 6 starts. What you'll see a lot of tonight, because each team gets 8 of these cards, is the coach can step in and take 1 turn from somebody.
Now, they can only take it from one person.
Yes.
So they can use that card twice in one leg, but it's got to be with different partners.
Yep. And Tim, as a former coach on a winning team, all right, your team win?
Yeah, I do win. Yes.
The strategy here, there's something to it, but for you, what did it feel like as a coach playing the cards and having to step in for players? Did you think it was awkward? Do you think it was?
I liked the cards, and my partners really wanted me to use the cards. They wanted me to pull the chance to go when I thought it was the right time to go. And strategically, what I was doing was, if we were down a leg, maybe I can get up to win another leg and give us some motivation to go, or momentum. Sorry.
Did you try and play the cards as a winning shot, or did you try and play the cards to change the momentum of the game?
What I found is, using the 3 darts, I use that more to set them up, more so than me try to win the game.
Sure.
Now, if they got stuck, then I'll throw it in to try to get the leg over the hump. But mainly it was, I want them to succeed. I want them to hit the winning shot. So my idea was, let me throw my 3 darts to set them up so they have 3 darts at a double.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
That was my goal. And then when we were down a leg, maybe use my full set to try to get back to where we need to be.
Yeah, that's fair.
Didn't work out that way. My partners were excellent. Ben's partners were excellent.
Yeah.
And it just happened to fall into a couple missed doubles and someone killed it, right? Like,
well, let's talk a little bit about the teams tonight. All right, let's kind of transition to there and make some predictions. I'll start off by talking about Curtis and Keith. Curtis and Keith going to be coached by Bud Crystal.
Flying elbows.
Flying Elbows
Yep.
fame. Macho Man fame from that standpoint.
yeah.
Recently did a sponsored player, Mr. Bud Crystal.
Yes.
So it's
Deity.
fantastic. Now, generally speaking, with these coaches, I let the coaches pick one of their own players. All right. So Keith picked Curtis. I've been eyeing up Curtis.
You mean
to
Bud
come.
pick Curtis?
Oh yeah, that's my bad. Bud picked Curtis. I've been eyeing up Curtis to come on the Siege anyways because his game has started to really take off and improve. Curtis plays out of Lafayette. Very consistent thrower. He's really learning the game from a strategy standpoint. So it's kind of like what you talked about earlier. He's just starting to get used to the strategy of things and starting to figure out how things work. Keith shoots out of Seymour.
Mhm.
He's I will tell you on a little side note with Keith, he handled Linda's services. Keith is works at a funeral home. So Keith was able to do that for us. But Keith comes to us out of Seymour, Indiana. He's a long-time player. He's been someone that's wanted to come on the Siege for a long, long
We've
time.
been trying to get him on for about 2
Yeah.
years
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, huge supporter. We've just never been able to work out some of the finer details with it and have a position for him. Now, I don't know that Keith's going to need some of the out-coaching from Bud as much as he's going to need some of the confidence that Bud can give him. That's going to be more. I think that whole team-wise could be a confidence. Curtis is probably going to need help with the outs and some of the strategies when it comes down to cricket. Keith probably, I may be wrong, but probably has that down. He's going to need. Keith can get inside his own head from time to time, too, so we're going to see. And this is a big thing for him. We've been trying to get him on for a long time, so it's pretty big. You want to handle Mark's team over there?
Well, I know Mark, and he's playing. This team is Chris and Corey.
So I'm guessing Mark picked Chris as his partner?
Yeah, Mark did pick Chris as his partner. Chris Counts, his beautiful wife, Tracy, is here with us tonight also. But Chris Counts.
Within earshot.
Yeah, Chris has actually played here before it was officially the Siege.
Yep.
All right. Chris, one of my favorites. He looks really, really tiny on camera.
He puts himself down. Like, he's better than he says he is.
Yes,
It's
he's
because he actually, you'll see him, he'll hit some huge shots tonight, and you go,
Yeah.
like, he's so negative to himself, which is hilarious.
I mean, been there, done that. It's part of the. For me, that helps actually me have confidence in a weird way.
Sure.
But yeah, so I'm interested to see how that plays out. But yeah, Chris is a great shot. I'm really looking forward to see him play again here now, actually on the show, because he plays in your guys' Friday Night League, right? Or no?
No. Corey plays.
Corey does.
Corey plays on my Friday Night League.
Yeah, plays in the Friday Night League over at Mikey's
Corey's
with Tim.
here with his way better half, Tracy, as well, is here. So
Tracy and Tracy.
it's awesome.
Tracy and Tracy squared.
Corey puts a lot of work in. He does he's mainly a soft tipper. He doesn't play a lot of steel, but he plays as much as he possibly can, and he's getting exponentially better every single time I see him. His confidence is the biggest improvement that I've seen, more than so.
And that's where he really needed to improve.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? I mean, because that was the thing that was always holding him back. Is he just, I think you and I worked with him on consecutive Friday nights, quite frankly, and he started to realize that he was a lot better dart thrower than what he saw himself.
He throws very straight, and his follow through is great. And, and he's really going to need that tonight because he is using the soft tip darts with conversions. He has to follow through. As long as he's focused and doing that, I think it's going to be a very good competitive match.
Yeah, and as we're looking at the coaches side of this, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna give an advantage in steel tip to Raymer.
It's fair.
Just typically straight off of the fact that he's going to know all of that like the back of his hand. He's been doing it for as long as he's been alive, so 85 years or so. And he's going to talk a whole bunch of trash too, right? And
Yeah.
that's honestly
Most entertaining person in the chat every single time.
It's
without fail.
That's going to be
him
the
and Steve
sneaky.
Price in the same chat.
That's going to be the
hilarious.
sneaky difference, I think, tonight.
You think so?
I really do.
I think 3 out of the 4 players, and maybe possibly 4 out of the 4, but are really looking to their coaches for confidence tonight and to draw some confidence from them. And do you get more confidence from Bud, or do you get more confidence from Mark?
So here's the difference. In my opinion, Mark will start thinking about outshots in the low 400s to the 300s, where Bud's probably not going to think about it until he's in the 200s, 250s.
Yeah, but that's so hard to do with this style of player, right?
Because if he just yells out, if Mark yells out 777,
Oh, like randomly.
Yeah.
and a single leaves a number where if they hit a 60, they put him on an outshot. I don't think Bud has that knowledge to do that, where Mark definitely does. That's going to be something to look out for tonight.
How do you think Mark and Bud are going to perform when they're called on to hit those 3 random darts? It's tough on the coaches because the coaches have been sitting down usually for 10, 15 minutes.
This is where Bud has the advantage, because Bud plays every single day, or mostly every single day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where Mark's taken some time off. He's moved. He's got a lot of family stuff going on, so he hasn't been playing as much as he probably would like to.
Yep.
Which, on the hindsight, it's making him enjoy darts more.
Sure.
Which is great.
Well,
But
that
I
happens
think
a lot
I
too.
think consistency, Bud's going to be the more consistent player in that aspect. But as a coaching aspect, I think Mark's probably going to be a better coach than Bud might be,
All right.
in my opinion.
Well, let's go to score predictions.
Yeah.
Let's not keep these people waiting any longer. Thanks for everybody tuning in on YouTube. Please do that share thing or whatever you're supposed to do on YouTube. I have no idea.
Go to YouTube, hit subscribe, and then follow us. And then you'll always know. when
Hit the
we're-
little heart button. I just want to see what happens.
It's a thumbs up. Hit the like. Hit the thumbs
That's
up.
very good.
Don't hit the dislike.
Let's get to predictions.
Yeah. 8-5. Ramers.
Really?
Featherweight.
Okay. 8-6 Bud.
I'm going to go.
And I'm almost say this, too. I think Curtis is going to shine in that. I really do.
I like
think
that.
Curtis is going to shine something special.
I'm going to go 8-4 Bud, because I don't know anyone's darts other than the other guy. So I'm just going to be different.
I'm just going to go myself.
You're out on an island again. All right, you got to do the flashing green light, 4 mics, 8 cameras, and there's a
And
camel.
a partridge in a pear tree.
There's a camel involved somewhere. I'm not sure where.
No, just for the humps.
Oh, that's fair.
The lovely lady humps.
There you go.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Indie Darts to the Point Streaming, I am here tonight to bring you all the Siege Celebrity Shot Numero Trace. In the first leg, it is Chris of Team Featherweights to go first. All the best, game on!
All right. We are back, and that is the best version of the Keegan introduction we've ever done.
Suck it, Paul.
Yeah, even Keegan was good on that one, huh?
Keegan
How about
actually did a
that?
great job. Yeah. Listen,
That switch to that that camera is
it's
the
tough.
best idea.
I don't know why we didn't do that to start off with.
Well,
Where were you guys
sometimes,
weeks 1 through 7?
sometimes Sean has good ideas. You just sometimes don't listen to them.
Well, that's fair. And this is Curtis Sharp, ladies and gentlemen.
Outlaw says at least it's nice to see 2 professionals there, Tim and Keegan.
All right.
Don't call
We
me a
coached him, okay?
Yeah. We were here.
All right, here's Corey stepping up.
I think the best thing I did was turn your mics off.
Yeah, it really was.
That's a 1 mark.
And Corey does close the 20s.
That was an unlucky
Starting off,
kiss, man.
starting off with cricket time. Then we're going to play 2 legs of 01, then back to cricket. There is some Dido thrown in there. Interesting to see if that's going to be the legs that
The coaches step in and take those first 3 darts, and then they miss the double. And
then it was worthless. Yeah.
That's a 1 mark.
Was it more pressure on you, Tim, as a coach, when you would play a card for you to actually use it properly?
To take the out shot.
Yeah.
And you miss it, and you're like, I just wasted that.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think I did that
4 mark.
my first 2 cards, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to hopefully hit a big shot and set them up.
big light start there from Chris.
That's what switched our
Putting
match.
some points on the board.
That's a 1 mark.
I like how just laser focused you go on the match when we're trying to have a discussion on the side thing, because we did not need to miss any single darts. You're absolutely right.
I will say, I think Chris probably has the most experienced steel tip out of all 4 of the guys mainly playing.
I don't know about Keith in that regard, but what I will say is that what I liked about Chris there is that first dart was off the board, and then he just got nice and smooth with his throw. He just went back to the basics and ended up with a 4 mark out of it.
Yeah, it's the same every week. We're not going to see the very best out of these guys probably till like 3 or 4.
That's 2 mark.
I do like where Keith's tattoo is for darts, though.
Yeah.
It's in the right spot. Right there on the forearm where it's visible the entire time.
Keith's been playing for 8 years.
Tell me more.
Sure. He's throwing the Harrow Ice with Zeus conversions.
Ooh, he even knew the types of conversions.
Yeah.
There's some people show up and they're like, I don't know. They're darts.
One of the questions that we had this week for the players is if you could play with anybody alive or dead, who would it be? And Keith's answer was Michael Smith.
That's an interesting one. I get it. I like the answer. It would be really fun to play with Michael Smith. He's has one of the prettiest throws in the game.
Corey's actually throwing Michael Smith darts.
Yep.
There you go. That's as close as you can get. We did also ask him if you could eat at your favorite dartboard, what would you be eating? And he said he would eat at his favorite dartboard on the rocks, and he would be munching down on the chicken quesadilla, which I've not had it on the rocks.
Now, we know this, like, this question is strictly for you, so when you're out traveling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
it
literally
is.
just for you.
Yeah,
It is the most selfish question that he asks everybody.
I would struggle to get
I'm
away
not
from
mad
the
at
chicken wings when I'm down on the rocks.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
the wings on the rocks are very delicious.
Yes.
Lee's saying he thinks he had the best strategy for the 6 dart card use on the double in, double out.
Yeah, so
I would agree with that.
Yep.
You get the first 6
Yep.
at it,
And that's what like, get on.
That's a 3 mark.
hopefully, in those first 6. Otherwise, you're
I used mine as the second player.
yeah.
So I wanted my first guy to have a shot at it, and then if they didn't get in, then I used it to get in. I used 3 to get in.
I haven't seen either coaches play yet. No cards played. It's still early in the match.
Now,
Oh yeah, it's way too early.
I let my guys play the first 2 legs fully, so they can get into a rhythm. And
Sean
get
told both coaches before we even started that they're not allowed to do that.
I never said that once.
He said, no, you can't do that no matter what. If you do that, you'll never be invited back.
I don't have any control over any of that. It's your house. So
Now we didn't play cricket right out the gate, so this is a little different.
That's fair.
Now, if I'm coaching here, if I see my team is stalling and they're missing a little bit, maybe I jump in just to get them back centered.
So that's a good point. Like right here, okay? I mean, currently they've got a 67-point lead. All right? If you're Bud right now, do you want to step in, maybe close the 18s or do something of that type nature?
I would
just to change the momentum of the actual leg, right?
Only if you're going to guarantee yourself, you need to, if he does that, he needs to get 5.
Yeah, it's tough though. I mean, you count on these coaches for those kind of numbers, anyways, right?
I mean, can you? It's tough. This leg's already kind of gotten a little bit. It's a little bit out of hand.
I would say
the top 2.
If Corey leaves the 18 open here, maybe I get in there and try to hit a 3 mark and get another 36 points.
That's a 2 mark.
I like
That's a smart dart. Go in and get the points. And
yeah, I mean, if not that I'd ever be asked to be coach, but I would play one of the.
You don't have to ask to be a coach. You make all the
rules.
decisions yourself. That'd be really weird if you looked in the mirror one day and you're like, "Hey, can I be a coach?"
Hey, don't put it beyond me.
Yes, you can.
But I would play. I'd play one of the 3 darts. Coach. Like I'll take one turn right here just to see if I can't put some points up on the board to get that point lead back at least. Because a 4 mark right here gets a point lead back.
I would do it in front of Chris because I think Chris is going to be the most consistent steel tipper.
Yeah. It's too early for me to tell, and I just don't know Keith's throw well enough.
Someone threw away something in the garbage can.
That's 4.
Good 4 there from Curtis. That looked nice and smooth.
Yeah, he's very relaxed when he's on his throw. His throw just kind of looks that way.
This might be an opportunity for Bud to go in and throw a 5 or 7 on the 16s.
Well, even if he just closed the 19s and 20s, that'd be something.
I like this by Corey because he already has a mark on the 15.
Yep.
To get
now
just stay there and close it out.
Ideally.
And if you watch, he didn't follow through on the 3rd dart.
Yeah.
So, and that's something that, as someone that's a soft tipper that doesn't typically play steel, you really have to focus on following through.
Well, all four of these guys, you'll see some strange things happen on that third dart sometimes.
Oh,
no.
that's so unlucky.
That'd been really cool if you would have just replaced it.
Yeah, put it in the same hole.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's tough.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in here on YouTube. Please subscribe, and if you're able to share it on Facebook for us, that'd be great. You can just copy that link and post it in your own group.
Oh, look at that. 6 mark there from Chris Counts.
Huge.
Out of Clayton, Indiana.
So leg number 1 looking.
We'll go to Billy O'Neill Bulls cam.
Looks like Raymer's doing a great job coaching so far.
That's a 2 mark.
I mean, you know, got to give credit where credit's due.
Super Bullseye cam. Billy O'Neill's Billy Bulls cam.
Oh,
There's a
look at that
double.
from Corey.
And there
Corey
it is.
Dakin, ladies and gentlemen, taking leg 1.
Looking good doing so. Well, you guys want to change your scoreline predictions yet? Seems like someo's on fire.
Yeah, see if we
We're
can't see
gonna-
some panic coming.
We're gonna wait for the
Time
cards.
it's 0-1 with Curtis to throw first.
Let's talk about Corey. Just took out that last leg.
J-Bone.
Been playing darts for about 2 years is what it says here. So still pretty new to the game. He does throw those Michael Smith. Uses conversion tips with them.
24.
If he could play with any dart player or dart partner, dead or alive, who'd it be? He said his wife.
Oh, isn't that nice?
He's trying
that
to
is so smart.
engage in some activities tonight, I think.
Yeah.
Brownie points.
What do you want from a dart coach? Help with technique, which that follow through that Tim talked about, just being a little bit more consistent there, I think would work. Although he doesn't need any coaching on those bulls. Then favorite food, Mikey's chicken nachos.
Michelle says she likes Mikey's chicken nachos too. I'm a cheese stick guy. Go to Mikey's, get cheese sticks. I'm telling you.
Have you had the spicy cubes, like the big cheese cubes?
Yeah. Did you see the size of the cheese sticks though?
Yeah.
They're like 6 inches long.
Whoa.
I'm
That's
kidding
huge.
you not.
Huge.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Well, I won't. Do
Allegedly.
That. Yeah.
Here we go.
Back to the match. 45-45, the opening there. So starting out a little slow here in this 0-1 leg. That was a smooth throw on dart 1.
Yeah, Curtis really starting to settle in a little bit now. Beautiful follow through. Kind of leans to the side as he releases. And sometimes his biggest fault that I've seen him do before is when he leans a little bit too much. Tries to finesse that dart in there.
41.
Keith has an interesting kind of double pump to his throw.
Jenny Higgs sassy cheering on Keegan.
It's a smart choice. He needs it. Needs that help.
25.
All right, flying elbows coming out strong here in leg number 2. 79-point lead.
Corey's got one of the best jerseys I've ever seen. He's got a.
I like that.
No, he has
Oh.
another
All right,
one where
it's been 2 turns
he
from
has,
each of y'all. Coaches, don't be
the
afraid to use your
Kool-Aid
cards.
man smashing through and going, "Oh yeah!"
Keegan carefully reminding the coaches that they can use their cards.
You
It's
don't-
okay.
You don't have to hang on to all of them.
Yeah. We are playing it tonight.
26.
Wait, there's a different format tonight than what we're used to?
Now Chris should start the 19s here, but I don't think he will. No, wrong side. Sorry, never mind. Take it back.
It's okay. You said his name, too, which was impressive.
Yeah. Let's see if
Keith should start on the 19s.
Keith should throw 19s here.
I was wondering. I was like, 327. Yeah, I
No.
guess so. That would work out, but I don't think you have to.
That was coincidental.
Ooh, look at that.
16. Hit the bullseye.
Yeah, because that's what you want to leave is
Top,
180.
Yeah. Why not?
Tops already. Watch
Well,
out.
165 is not that much better.
It's the same. Yep. Who cussed? Someone said bleep.
I'm guessing Indianapolis darters must be.
I think CIDA.
CJ.
Yeah, CJ.
All right.
Yeah.
Our first card has been played. Bud is elected to throw 3 darts.
All right.
This is where I would play it to set up my partners.
Yep.
Made it even.
That's a good
Ooh.
dart.
54.
Oh, it was below?
Yeah, it was just underneath. Still got him to an out.
This is actually what you talked about, Tim,
Yeah.
of just like setting up kind of finishes here.
Yeah.
And I actually agree with you. A lot of dart players, it's the setup play that really they struggle with more than anything else.
52.
If you can set it up to where your partner only needs a single to get to a
Keith, you
double, or
require
have 3 darts at a
111.
double, probably the best situation to possibly do.
All right, let's see if Keith can take out this 111.
That's a 9.
So no.
That's 6. Sorry.
6.
105.
All right.
90. Hit the bullseye.
All right.
Leave 70.
All right.
41.
That'll work.
Corey, you require 153.
Trip 20, trip 19, double 18.
So now
Everybody knows this.
Corey would know to go trip 17, trip 17, trip 17.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
it won't work in this situation.
Well, and
Oh,
Mark,
is
There's
that
a
him?
triple. 93. Trip 19, double 18.
Oh. But again, he has a Raymer on his team who's going to tell him the stuff the right way.
Yeah.
74 left, triple 14.
and he's talking to that Raymer right now as Mark steps in, gives him a little whisper in the ear.
84.
Some up top.
Curtis, you require 70.
All right, so I guarantee you Curtis is talking to Bud right now, getting a little whisper in his ear.
And you have 2 options. You go triple 10 or you go triple 18.
Interesting that Bud, when he played his card, stepped in
He's
for
got 50.
Curtis.
Ooh.
49. 17 will leave 32.
Yeah, I agree with that.
40.
Okay.
Leaves the 30.
Chris,
And
you
they are
require
soft tippers.
69.
Better interesting. 45 for 24.
Or 33 for 36. 50 left.
Bullseye. Screw it.
Yeah, and this
Go
is
for it.
the whole purpose of
18
a
for
show like
16.
this. But
Oh, he.
did he bust?
Nope.
It? No, double 30.
Oh.
37.
Double 32.
Double 32 was what he was going to shoot at.
Keith, you require
Could have been
30.
impressive.
Yeah, double 15 for the win.
Now double
Just
10.
Stay there.
That's actually a great split. What are you
Oh.
doing?
No score.
Shot the wrong shot.
Yes, he did.
That's okay.
Corey,
You
require
can't single out.
32.
Tell
Can't
him
triple
he
stamp a double
single
stamp.
All right, for a 2-0 lead.
out. I'd aim at that little hole right there in the 16.
I'm sure you
Double
would.
8.
Must be nice to be able to just aim at a little tiny hole in double 16.
He didn't say you hit the little hole. Oh, just on
Right
the
there.
outside.
Wires it.
Wow.
All right. Curtis getting a
you
few
require
last words of
30.
advice from Bud.
I mean, he left the 30. If you
left
leave it,
you
got
hit it.
Yep. Ooh, that's why you don't leave it.
No score.
You see my baseball?
Yeah.
It is double out. Whenever you come
Yeah.
to the castle and it's steel tip, it is
need
double
to,
out.
we need to
folks.
fire that coach. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's throw
was
right
that
at
Bud?
dart.
Ooh, just on the inside.
Also, they just want.
There it
There
is.
it goes in for Chris.
And that is a 2-0 lead.
To Chris and Corey.
As man, Raymer's doing a great job coaching.
Yeah, all
Hasn't
ones are
played
double
anything
out.
yet.
It's just these ones here are double in, double out. Okay? All right. In the third leg, back to 0-1. This time it's Chris to throw first. All the best. Game on.
You know, every week I'm convinced Keegan does a better job than we do.
We've all said that.
Yeah.
every week
Every
we say
week.
that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
yes,
well,
every week we
you saw
convince
the 2
ourselves
weeks-
again.
I'm here because it's my house. So why are you two here?
The 2 weeks that he's not here.
Yeah.
The worst weeks of
Like,
the
yeah.
year.
You had
It was-
me,
it
you
was
had
a
me
little scary.
chalking,
It was
and you
a
had
little
Rosner
scary.
chalking.
Yeah.
To be fair, one of those was way better than the other.
Rosner.
70.
No, love
It
Rosner.
wa- no, it wasn't that bad.
No, they were actually great.
Yeah.
They're just not Keegan.
No one's Keegan.
Exactly.
I mean, wouldn't I qualify, technically?
Was
Nick?
what?
So the next time that
It's what you
Keegan's not
want.
here, you be the chalker, and we'll see how it goes.
That's fair.
I can
That's
do
fair.
it.
No,
I mean, I'll burn some stuff down in there. I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm gonna make up numbers. 47. What? I hit a trip 19. Yeah, 47. Just shut up and go with it.
Math.
All right. Well, we saw this in the last leg of 0-1 where Bud's team gets out to an early start, early point lead.
You
Well,
mean
but
we can't single out?
I don't think we're gonna see them try to single out again.
No.
Outlaw wants to know, why can't we single out?
No, he
'Cause
knows.
Steal.
26.
Yeah. Bed and breakfast.
Hey, he's hungry. It's all right. Here's Curtis. Tell me more about Curtis.
45.
Mr. Curtis Sharp works over at Fast Eddie's in Lafayette. He's a manager over there. He's been playing darts for about 5 years now. He's throwing magnetos this evening. So I'm looking forward to that. When asked who he would play a matchup darts with, dead or alive, Phil Taylor.
It's the right answer.
There's nothing wrong with that answer.
No, not
That's
at all.
one of the better ones.
Yep. It's definitely better than his partner's answer. Or sorry, the partner over here's answer, which was you.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him for that. I do love his answer to what do you want from your dart coach? His reply was nothing.
Nice.
Yeah, wants absolutely nothing. And his favorite food from his favorite bar is pizza.
Nice.
And that's all we got.
That narrows it down.
Yeah, I will tell you, he shoots out of Reilly's most of the time up in Lafayette.
Does Reilly's have good pizza?
They got really good burgers. Cannot testify for their pizza.
So I don't trust people from Indiana and their pizza.
Amen.
140.
Oh, big darts there. The very man we're talking about, Mr. Curtis Sharp with a big ton 40. Just don't let him shoot at the out.
No, make sure he hits a double.
Yeah.
I think he
Again, what's interesting there is the other team had 16 left and were shooting at the doubles, and they didn't get that hint.
Well,
5.
Maybe they thought they were missing the single by that much.
we're still on leg 3. The nerves probably still kicking in a little bit. You're not really paying attention to a whole bunch other than there's cameras and lights everywhere.
My favorite story from Bullshooter is Gordon and Will ended up having to play triples
27.
with Mama Lizak because her partner's something crazy happened. So they stepped in and played with her. And at one point, Will has 38 left. And he tells Gordon, he's like, I'm going to split this. All right. So he goes and he throws the first dart, hits a 6.
Curtis, you require
And Mama
138.
Lizak goes, how did he hit a 6 shooting at double at 19? And that tells you just how bad Will was playing.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
where that was possible.
All right. Mark still not playing any cards yet. We're still...
He's keeping those close to his chest.
I think Mark's goal is to not play a single card.
I mean, he's winning.
Yeah, he's up 2-0.
So far, his strategy is working out pretty great. It's hard to argue with it, unfortunately.
Keith, you require 98.
Got 70 of you watching over on the YouTube. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We can't tell you how much we appreciate it.
There we go.
Triple 18 for double 12. Nope.
Nonsense.
58 left. 18 for tops.
Could be.
57.
Okay.
All right. Who knows?
Who's his coach?
Yeah.
We need to talk to Bud.
Well, and, here's one thing. Bud and Keith had never met before this evening.
Okay, so that might even...
Yeah, there might be a little bit of hesitation with communication.
60. That's 142 left.
Is that in?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
That'll work.
120.
Shanghai's the 20s to
Not
leave
bad at
82 and put some pressure
Curtis,
on
you
Curtis's
require
41. God only knows how he's going to go. Those guys, I'm not even going to guess.
It's almost like does Bud step in for Curtis right here?
Yes, is my answer there.
Yeah, because you need to get a win on the board here. You're down 2-0. You don't want to be down 3-0.
Nope. They topped it over, and Curtis, I don't think Curtis wants to. Double 16. Double 8.
Ooh.
Jinx, you both owe me Cokes.
Yeah, not bad at all, though. Good darts there from Curtis.
Again, this would be a moment where Mark could potentially put the hammer down by playing his first card.
67.
Yeah, 67.
17.
17 for bullseye.
Bullseye.
Oh, he's hit it before tonight. Not this time, unfortunately.
45 scored. Keith, you require 16.
All right, double 8. Oh, double 4. And nobody
drills
misses
it.
double 4.
There we go.
So 2-1 lead now.
Team Flying Elbow is on the board.
I got to say, A to Z Darts' new logo is badass. So is Magic Wares.
I like him. I like him a
Nice.
lot. The USA
All right,
Darts
guys,
one's
it's
pretty
back to
clean
cricket
too.
time.
Yep.
This time we got Curtis
Big
throwing
shout out
first.
to On the Rocks,
All
Hog
the
Rocks,
best game on.
Sidelines.
Reed Sales Music.
Reed Sales and Music.
Mikey's?
Can't forget about Mikey's Pub and Grill.
Not
Sorry.
at all.
1 mark.
30. 1 mark.
That's crazy to get a 30 mark
Sorry,
there.
Really like cricket, right?
It's cricket time there, Keegan.
Can't even say it.
Nope. That's probably why I didn't do it.
That's a 1 mark.
Is there more value for a coach using a card during a cricket match versus an 0-1 match? Because you can make more of a difference with those 3 darts?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer, though.
I would use it if I need the point. If I need to get points
Yeah.
to get level or get ahead.
There can be some strategery to it.
I honestly think Raymer wants to not throw a single dart tonight. Like, I think his goal is to have his team win without him throwing a single dart.
Well, I'm as impressed as I'm going to be by that occurring. I will be equally as annoyed at that
Yeah.
occurring.
Well, that's not the spirit of the game. But Lee was the same way too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know,
The first two were.
yeah.
Well,
That's a 4 mark.
I thought we got past that. Okay. Now here we are. No, I'm
No.
kidding.
We're at
Honestly, this has been fine.
yeah, you get to the point where you just penalize them if they don't use a card that match.
I'm telling you, I came up with a pretty good plan.
Kathy Sharp cheering.
I don't remember
on
it at
the
all.
Flying elbows.
That's a 3 mark.
It's a solid 3 mark there.
Madison Turner cheering on Keith.
Madison, we got your pops here.
Pop said,
Yeah, we've called him Fred 3 times.
We is not me, man.
and by we, me and Jason.
Yeah, well, I'm a little bit older. I'm starting to
That's
lose
a
it.
2 mark.
I've just gone with Papa Mad Dog. That's worked
Yeah.
out well.
Yeah.
All right, Corey's got the 20s to work with. You can also close those 19s like he just does there.
Wow, first dart, great dart.
And there goes the 17s, maybe.
That's a 6 mark.
Yeah, great darts.
Yeah.
Lee's like, I wanted to, but I didn't need to. Jamie and Wade absolutely killed it, even when Trevor was using his cards.
Yeah, I know. You guys are still way too nice about it. Love you both.
Well, it doesn't look like Mark's going to be forced to use any cards here either.
Maybe we should get all the coaches together, pair them up, and have them play a match.
That'd be the most boring match ever. We'll put like players of lesser ability, like me and Sean, and then we have to be played once a match. We have to throw 3 darts every leg.
Like it's a punishment that we're the coaches.
Jason, you go ahead and shoot now.
When
Go on.
When you're on an outshot.
Yeah, it's like your little 5-year-old
Sean
shooting or
and-
something.
Except it's me and can we find like a 5-year-old down the street or something?
Reverse coaches.
That's a beautiful dart right there from Keith. Might be his best he's threw tonight. That second dart on the 18.
Handicap coaches.
Yeah, it's a handicapped match.
You put 2 good guys and you put a handicap lower guy as a
That
coach.
has to play.
He's got to throw every 4th time.
It's like what strategy is going to do the least amount of damage here?
He's got to throw 1 dart for every player.
That's a 2 mark.
Yeah, and if I'm Bud, I'm thinking at some point in time,
It's too late now in this leg.
yeah, but you got so many cards. I mean, why not use them?
Because it's too late in this leg.
I don't think it's too late.
That's a 2 mark. You got those cards, coaches. Don't be afraid.
Keegan doing his little reminding thing.
Yeah, it hasn't worked yet. Bud's played 1 card.
Yep.
Total.
The only card that's been played tonight.
Man, this format's fantastic.
That's a 2 mark.
It has the ability to be fantastic, right?
You just got to figure out a way for the
Coaches to actually coach and use the cards.
well, the coaches coach.
Well,
I
you
will
know what I'm
say
saying.
this. I will say this. The coaches have
Yeah.
been talking to the players, all the players.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We know what we mean, all right?
Yeah, throw
I
the whole
mean-
way. You want the coaches to throw darts.
I mean,
2 mark.
I can sit there and talk to the dart players as,
CJ's got to
and give them the right strategy.
Wives coach. Put me in.
Wives coach, yeah. Hey, I don't. Not a bad idea.
The wives are the coaches. They'd be playing all the time.
You put the wives on the other team.
Listen, that'd be funny.
Oh, yeah.
No, not the wives on the other team.
So
You
they're
want to see
playing
the
against their
fighting.
husband.
No, you want to see the fighting hands on.
Put the wives
Christ, oh my
coaching
goodness.
the other team.
And we have to pick like the couples that we know fight the most when they're together.
Yeah. I just go through Facebook history on that one.
Me and Janice are out.
That's 2 mark.
doing it.
Next week, featuring Janice and Tim Neal.
If you want to see
Yep,
a fist
it's
fight,
not suitable for work.
We'll be muting this show.
We're gonna mic up Janice, just because I think everyone's gonna be surprised how many curse words can come out that quickly.
just make sure you have a beep button.
Yeah.
Nope.
Uh-oh.
Bud
Bud's playing,
stepping in again.
playing card number 2.
All right.
It must not be
Bud
too
is
late.
elected to throw 3 darts.
I would
You
say
realize if
so.
you can just say Bud's electing to throw 3 darts, he doesn't have to hold up to the camera. I know you
Yeah.
said that again that you needed to do that, but I don't think that's possible.
Why didn't, sometimes his mic is crisp. Look at that
It's
4 mark.
working.
That's a 7.
And
There
he
you
pays
go.
it off with
That's
7.
what you want to coach for. Come on in, close the wedge, and get a point lead, sir.
No, Mark's coaching just fine. He's got his arms crossed back there. He's like, now you just go do
Yeah.
exactly what he just did.
I'm
That's
just
my
glad
coaching.
Mark's in the arena.
The outlaw said Tim.
Yeah,
and
you could
his
take a
wife
break
or
by now.
Sean and his wife.
Yeah, but Sean
Oh,
went-
boy.
That's a 1 mark.
No, Megan and I would get along actually pretty well overall
Janice doesn't listen to me at all.
until I gave one look. One look is all it would take.
All
I'd
right,
be like,
Curtis,
why'd you
back,
do that?
back in the 15s.
And then we wouldn't talk to each other the entire rest of the time.
All right, his crucial. Now, he needs 115. Oh, I'm lying to you. He needs 120 or 117 to get that point lead back. There's the 20. Is that a trip? That's a single.
Raymer told him to stay.
That's a 2 mark.
I don't hate it. I don't hate that strategy at all.
No.
When in doubt, point.
I think Raymer's having a big influence on these legs, but just not playing.
Which is fine.
Yep.
I'm okay with that. Like, that's if the teams aren't struggling at all, right?
No,
Like,
no.
it's not like his team's struggling in the least.
That's a 2 mark.
So when I'm being pretty jestful in this moment when I'm like, well, I didn't have to use a card. But the first time around, there were moments where the players were definitely struggling on doubles
Sure.
and things like that, and the coaches still kind of held on to everything. So it was,
That's huge.
Yeah,
Triple
that's-
15. Oh,
Make
he
that
stayed.
5.
Corey has been that player that I think that you were expecting Curtis to be so far.
Absolutely. Corey's been shooting really well.
He's made the big adjustment to.
Look at this from
he's
Curtis.
really following through in his darts.
That's a 4 mark.
All right.
Gets rid of the 20.
But now, just get rid of the 15s and you're in the driver's seat.
But if you miss, go right to the 17.
It's Chris. He ain't missing on the first dart.
That's a 1 mark.
Yeah, he did switch on that last dart.
Yeah,
Smart move.
Raymer said, "Throw until you miss and then point."
Yep.
Mhm.
Keith needs a big dart, big round here.
A few more of those. There's 2.
Needs that triple.
That's a
Oh,
3 mark.
wires it.
That's unlucky, but let's give him a pat on the back for hitting 3. It's good darts right there.
Who's the Yappersons? Because they say, Corey, you're shorting really well, really, really well. Huge.
What is,
Unlucky.
what is shorting?
I have no idea.
I think you meant to say shooting.
Oh,
Shooting.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely shooting really well.
Yeah, he is.
He might be
shooting
shorting well, if whatever it is, you know.
well. I thought he was
um,
talking about his capris.
I thought he was talking about, I don't know, anything.
That's a 1 mark.
I don't
Oh
like
my-
that at all.
Yeah, I don't like that strategy there. Surprised to see it. And he kind of rushed through that throw a little bit, too, it seemed like.
I don't think he wanted to do it. Yep, he's going to go points. He's going to go points. That's all right. We don't need to look at it.
Yeah. We'll get the phones.
That's a 2 mark.
No, you just keep talking to everybody.
Yeah.
What did Sean Calhoun write? Because I know that's what you're worried
Yeah.
about.
There's a little lady who was trying to catch up on the Maloney Porterfield match.
Yeah.
Not yet. Yes. Why are they shooting at this? I mean, I get it, but
And not able to close down. That wedge just looks smaller and smaller. You'd want the coaches to step in here.
no, the
This
dart
is-
gods are just
Yeah, this is when you need the coaches. Tell them a little bit of what to do. We're going to go straight to the bullseye cam here.
and then
This
back
is the
away.
Billy O'Neill's bullseye cam, and he
Whoa.
does back away on that third dart.
Which I actually love that third dart 'cause it adds an extra bowl to it.
Yep.
I mean,
Now
Tim,
we can go.
fool me 3 times. That's on you. Okay.
Yeah.
Semantics.
There's another bullseye cam that's not so close.
The good news is that we're on bullseyes now.
Yep.
There's no guessing in this.
Billy
anymore.
O'Neill's Pub and Eatery, Billy's Bullseye Can.
So it's 6-3 in Bulls.
There's one.
That's one mark.
Let's make that 6-2.
And Bud's already played for one of the players in this leg, but he can still play for the other. This might be a time where you'd maybe,
Do a 6-starter.
yeah,
That's a 2 mark.
especially
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now
I
you
would.
have an opportunity.
Yep.
If it's open here,
Because it's 4-2, right?
Corey hammered the Bulls last time.
who did he shoot for earlier?
Yeah, and Corey hit 3 bulls and 2 darts last time.
It's not a bad marker.
And, that's game
And it
shot.
goes in
There it
again.
is.
Corey has been
Good question,
in
Corey.
fuego.
Killing the Bullseyes.
3-1 lead now in favor of Mark Raymer.
Well, he's got to be the early discussion for MVP, right?
Raymer, yes, absolutely. He has performed ideally at this point.
Hasn't missed a single dart.
Has not.
Back to 0-1.
Hasn't wasted
This
a single
time it's
card.
Chris to throw first. All the best. Game on.
All right, 3-1. We're early in the match, folks. Thanks for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you all along with us.
It's been okay. Most of you have been fine.
That is Sean Green.
I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Can't tell you how much we appreciate you joining us this evening and for the players more than anything else. So get and hit that share button. Subscribe on YouTube for us if you wouldn't mind doing so. It's a nice little simple thing. You don't even have to go over to it. It doesn't even yell at you every time it goes live. It's just there for you if you need it.
It says, "Hello, we're here."
Yep.
And we've been here.
And I'll tell you that all of our Seed shows are available on YouTube, so you can go back over the last few years and watch them all.
One benefit to YouTube too, when you're watching it,
45.
if you miss something, you can scrub back and watch it.
Yep.
Or on the book, you couldn't do that. Not giving them any.
Oh,
book.
that's a great first start from Keith. We're not going to worry about that second little guy.
85.
Took 85, scored. All right, let me ask you guys both the same question. I don't know if you guys saw the post today about USA Darts and commentators and all that stuff. We got a lot of positive feedback and things like that. But let me ask you both: what skill is most needed
55.
to be a commentator for darts?
I would say just smooth communication. No ums, like those little filler words that most people that can't communicate, like me, use all the time. Like
30.
like and and like I can't do that. Like terrible, right? Awful. So like
but you still do
knowledge
this.
knowledge of the game, right? And
Yeah.
being able to
Ooh.
control your communication.
Oh, look at that.
100.
Nice
Big
That's
100.
darts.
such a great shot.
Yeah, Corey's shooting really well tonight. Very impressed with what he's doing.
That's
So the
why I
big
picked
thing-
him.
if he has too many drinks and too many shots, he might fall off the cliff.
Yeah.
So
There's that fine
And
line like we
that's
all have.
that's from
Yeah.
that's,
We
do all
that's
have the
from his
cliff.
mouth, right?
Yep.
Like he has that cliff, and he said him and his partner Alex. found
Not
out
a
what the
great
cliff
visit there
was.
from Keith.
So as long as you know, just don't go over it.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
never fun to find the cliff the second time.
The fact that you know it, though.
Yeah,
right?
that
Like,
helps.
Like, all right, don't go over that cliff.
Problem is that sometimes that cliff shifts
85.
Yeah.
closer or further away.
But-
But right now,
Uh-oh.
Bud is
Bud has
Yeah.
elected to play 6 darts for his team.
He
He's
just goes-
playing back to back.
and I think it's now starting to mess with him that Mark hasn't played a card yet. He just goes, "All right, Mark, where you at?" Trying to get Mark to play.
Well,
60.
That's a good 60. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a rough 60 for what he's trying to do there,
yep.
but it looked good. And thank you so much, CJ.
I say
Appreciate that.
this is where like I don't think Bud knows, like if he hits a single 20 with his with his first start, going down to the 19s and hit 2 triple 19s, leave 134, puts him in a huge position. Leaves him 130, and he basically ties the matchup.
Oh,
Or
that's
he
a
just
good
stays
start.
There.
Oh, is he gonna do a
Fill
180?
it up.
Oh,
Oh,
123 ain't bad, though. Brings him right back into it.
He's gonna count him up like Miss Perry.
That's huge.
Yep, those are big darts right there. Bud Crystal stepping in for his team, playing 6 darts, scoring a total of 183
Oh,
points.
that's on. He's gonna have a dart at the bullseye. He should.
70 left. Is he gonna stay at top 20?
He should.
He misses.
Well, ideally.
Misses the big.
70.
Oh, that actually was a good miss.
Yeah.
Curtis, you require 141.
Triple
Everybody knows
20,
this one.
Triple 19, double 12, or triple 15, double 18.
Or trip 17, double 15. Now that Luke Littler's done it.
That's a niner.
Did any of those include a triple three?
They did not. Unfortunately for Curtis, they're in that route. However,
19, my
they
apologies.
did. One of them did include the trip 17.
Yeah.
I almost feel like Curtis is starting to get inside his own head. I think those two single 15s might have hurt him a little bit more mentally than anything else.
Tops.
I think Corey's hurting him more than anything else.
40.
Yeah, just grabbed and
Flighted it.
yep.
Keith, you require 122.
Shoot the 18 first. Terrible coaching.
Well, and honestly, this is where I'm going to say that Raymer's been the better coach, even with the 123 and 60 from Bud.
Yeah.
And it's just because he's
Chris, you require 20.
communicating with his team the right way to go about things.
Double 10. Double 5.
And he goes, if you don't like it,
Well-
you can split it.
No score.
When they heard him, I was like, he might split
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Curtis,
No, that's
you
smart move.
require 113.
Triple 19.
Now Bud's whispering in his ear right here, giving him a couple of different options.
Well, hey, Ash. Okay.
39.
No idea. 74?
74.
Whew. Got my brain sometimes.
Triple 14. Double
Trip
16.
14 is the way to go here.
You knew that wasn't going to happen, guys.
No. Yeah, 56.
And 8.
Now he makes 48.
48 left.
That'll work.
65 scored.
That-
require
Corey's
20.
been phenomenal at this whole time so far. This to make it a 4-1 lead.
Corey's been the MVP so far.
Oh, double 5.
Yeah, inside.
It's tough when you go inside on that first start.
Aim high. Bust it.
That one's fine too. Either way, because you're gonna most likely bust it if you miss it.
There you go.
Last thing you just want to do is hit a
Keith,
double
you
or something.
require 48.
All right, every darter, no matter how long you've been playing, you've come up across a 48 before. Should have 2 darts at it. He's going to have 2 darts at tops.
Big dart incoming.
8.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
Chris, you require 20.
He's been silent good. This will make it a bit of a louder good. That's a good wired.
Throw right at the back of that dart.
Oh, he did, and it just
Yeah.
kissed the other side. Not a bad,
Right
the
not a
other
bad throw.
side.
Curtis, you require 40.
All right, Curtis, try and get them back in this. Make it 3-2. This is a huge dart. It's gotta be better than that. Oh no, bust it.
He
Yeah.
needs to slow down.
Yeah, I think he's gotten inside his own head. He's thrown a different
Yeah, I'd rather
mechanics
bust
than what
than
he
leave
started
that, I'm
with.
just saying.
Walk it down. Inside.
You're gonna have to repaint that.
Yeah.
No
Way to
score.
mess up my paint job. Thank you, Corey.
We are, of course, using
Keith,
the
you require
a
40.
brand new Winmore Blade 6 triple core. Brought to you by Winmore.
That's a good first for Keith. Double 10.
20.
All right.
All right, guys, let's play a game.
Coaches incoming.
Yep.
Calling
Yeah.
coaches.
Chris, you require 20.
This is where coaches really need to step in if they can.
This is the one spot where I
Yeah.
just will never agree with coaches not taking these shots.
Now you got half.
Yeah.
And
10
also,
score.
Keegan, stop talking while they're throwing.
Curtis, you require 20. No
Oh.
score.
Oh, that's
That's a better
unlucky.
dart, though.
Yep, just underneath.
This is where I'd have Raymer go.
Raymer's never going to go.
Corey, you require 10.
Once I told Raymer to play his cards, he
He's a
decided in his mind that he was not going to play any
You're
cards.
not the boss of me. You can't tell me what to do.
I mean, it's Mark Raymer. I knew exactly what was going to happen once he.
Throw right at the back of that dart.
No
He did
score.
again.
Yeah.
He's listening.
Yep. It's just not responding. The dart isn't.
Keith, you require
Well, that's
20.
better than hitting a single 5. Let's
Keith's
face it.
going to hit this.
There it
is.
That's the
Way to go,
fifth
Keith.
leg To Curtis and Keith.
All right, we're close. 3-2 in favor
All right, our
of.
final leg before we go to
CJ said,
double out action.
Coach Raymer being
And we're
dramatic
still
in the
on
background.
0-1. This time it's
I'd rather him be dramatic in the foreground, shooting a dart,
all the
on
best
those
came
doubles.
on.
because it honestly could easily be 4-1 right now.
Yep.
If he just makes that decision.
45.
Maybe. He also could miss. We don't know.
You know, anything could happen. And the coaches, they have free will. They
Chris
can do
doubles
as they choose. Chris,
I get you. You're practicing for the next leg. I see.
Keegan's still
61.
talking.
Yep,
during-
while he's
during
throwing.
though.
Yep, never good.
Yeah. not
Keegan,
good
I
stuff.
love you. That's the one thing that we need to cut out of you.
The one bad thing.
Yep. Well, the one of a few. But that's definitely the worst.
17.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we
There
go.
we go. Mr. Raymer stepping in.
Alrighty.
I bet you CJ
Mark
messaged
is
him.
elected
I am
to play
shocked,
3
ladies
darts.
and gentlemen.
You better throw 3 darts.
Yeah. You better throw 3 darts.
I
Beautiful
hope he
hat.
throws them all off the board.
Oh, look at this.
180 with the
Yeah.
3 darts.
Oh.
If he hit the 180, I probably wouldn't see him for the rest of the night.
83.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. Big darts there. Nice 83 score.
Yep.
Smart use of the
He's like,
coach is playing.
There, I threw 3. Now you can shut
Yeah.
up.
Now leave me alone.
100.
Big third there.
I mean, he did better than Raymer just did. He made Raymer's round.
Lee is correct that you guys, each team does have 14 cards available to him. And he's got them
26.
correct in what he's describing them. So there is 2 where the coaches can play the whole leg. There is 4 where they can play 6 darts, and there is 8 where they can play 3 darts.
And
Now,
if you
but now-
don't use them, you lose them. Like, that's just a part of it.
Bud's used 2 3s and 1 6, right? I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, every time we do this, we swear we're going to put a little tally up so we can keep
I
track.
mean, if someone would have just had those cards out for us to mark them off, is that what we're doing? God forbid we get those printouts or anything.
26.
Breakfast.
Again, you have 18 jobs to do. It's
what's
shocking that you
20?
do them all.
Well, I don't.
Well, no, it would be shocking if you did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Curtis, great first dart. Good second dart. And that's a
Curtis
180
Sharp.
from Curtis Sharp.
180.
Boom goes the dynamite.
What a shot.
Now Mark's never playing a leg again. He's had such bad luck since he threw his darts. A 100 and a 180 from Curtis.
43. Keith, you require 114.
What strategy going on here? A lot of coaching.
$96 left.
95 left. Triple 19.
26.
But also, it was interesting to see Bud and Curtis and
Keith.
talking
Yep.
there.
Corey's getting a little frustrated.
Courtesy
now.
require 88.
Triple 16 tops. Triple 17.
25.
He's like, I just hit a 180, and now listen, that's what everybody does every 180. That's like a normal human being.
But after his first start, his coach needs to be behind him, telling him what to throw at.
Yeah.
Here's 80.
100.
Big
That's a great
shot.
darts. And again, just
Keith, you
puts a
require
little
63.
pressure on him. And it's in these situations where Bud isn't as strong with these math decisions, we've seen them struggle.
Triple 17, double 6.
Trip 15 for double 8, is that a thing?
Yep. That leaves 6, double 3.
Oh, I thought that was in when it looked at the board, because
57.
it jumps up and then down.
Yeah.
But leaving 6 is just,
Corey
ooh, that's
require
brutal.
147. 47.
It's a double.
That's a brutal double.
It's a double.
All right, we got the snooker left to go, the 147. Not going to go. 128 left. Math, 109 left.
57.
Hey, he left 90. All right, Curtis.
Curtis,
You've been
6.
MVP of this leg. Close it out. Oh, now we're in the straitjacket.
No
Nope, you
score.
busted. Overachiever.
He did technically hit it if it's in a different order.
Chris, you require 90.
I got to start on the 20s here, unless your name is Jason Ives, and then you just don't ever learn that lesson for some reason.
Jessica Bowman saying her double pump came from Keith. So it's all Keith's fault.
Damn it, Keith.
40.
I've had to watch If a few times, and
Keith,
Keith
you
is
require
the...
6.
Well, Keith, you left it, you hit it. A little bit higher.
A little bit
more.
higher.
A little more.
No score.
Just a little
Technically,
bit.
he did go a little
Yeah, he did.
So
Just go bullseye
Or you
first start.
require 50.
Jessica
the fans.
Bowman's blaming Keith for her double pump.
Yeah, I
Trying
saw
to
that.
fix
I
it.
did manage to read that.
18 for 16 or 10
There's
for
no
top?
excuse, Jess.
Bullseye. Oh. See? Now 5 left.
3 for double 1.
1 for double 2. Yeah, 1 for
Triple.
double 2.
He said triple 1.
He said 1. He didn't say triple 1. That'd be nuts to say. He said single 1 for double 2.
Double 2. Oh,
But he's in the
We're
madhouse.
madhouse. I'd rather be in a
All
madhouse
right.
than be in 6.
I
That's fair.
agree.
Curtis, you require 6.
Curtis is going to hit it right here. Second dart.
Oh, way to jinx him.
And that's game
First
shot
dart.
to six
Yeah,
leg.
he's better than I thought.
We are
3-3.
tied.
Keith.
And that's a break of throw.
Did anybody play cards that match?
It was a
No.
hole to throw.
All
But
right.
that's fine.
Was it?
From
Yeah.
2
No.
legs down, we're
Going
now
all
at
right.
3-all.
It doesn't matter.
Let's kick it
That,
off
that
with
never
some Dido
changes.
action.
It's see how the 6 is there on the 11 before they have anything on the
It's,
11.
it's all about the little red dot, right?
And the little red dot helps too.
Semantics.
Yeah, don't apply for that one job at USA Darts.
I did not.
That reminds me, Jason. I asked you the same question. What is the one skill you need most to do commentary for darts?
Quite frankly, I've always thought it's the skill that you have that you don't acknowledge is your ability to paint a picture for somebody that's just listening. I grew up listening to darts on the radio. To say how far
before
back.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, but TV. It was just not televised back then, quite frankly. So you'd listen to it on the
Raymer's
you'd
using
listen to it
another
more on the
card.
radio than anything else.
All right.
BBC Radio 3.
Marcus decided to play this leg out.
Ooh, he's playing the whole leg. What is he doing?
So no, I do think it's important. Your ability to use the English
Wait,
language
so
to
he-
describe the scene that's in front of you is
Is he
most
taking
crucial
over
when
for
it comes
Corey
to
the whole
darts.
leg?
Not for Corey. Oh yeah, it'd be for Corey.
28.
That and working with people that know how to do it.
Maybe Corey
Yeah.
said, I need to go to
Way
the
to kick it
bathroom.
off.
You got this.
I would say I agree with what both of you said there as far as the things to really look for in that. And just for me, it's
Score.
not being afraid to mess up, not being afraid to learn
Yeah,
Sure.
through mistakes that you're going to have to do live.
All right, so we're going to see Chris and Mark this round. As Mark's going to opted to play his card where he gets to play the whole leg.
55.
for whoever decides, whoever gets that route, that job, my thing is being able to slow yourself down.
Yeah.
Because my brain goes too fast and I mess myself up and I can't.
No score.
My brain thinks one thing, my mouth says another, and my brain's faster than my mouth. So being able to slow that down and keep it in sync is huge.
Well, especially this isn't a super fast game. And I catch myself with that all the time where I'm trying to
54.
make sure I call every single dart and,
First dart looks like it's bent.
you know, call everything out before it even comes into play.
Well, I even
And
have
you
that,
just don't have to do that every time.
but I have that same problem when I'm actually throwing, where
Yeah.
my brain is going faster than my hand, and you end up shooting the wrong
No
shot
score.
because your brain says something and it's wrong, and you don't stop to think
Right.
about it.
No, for sure.
So I have that problem where I can't slow myself down.
Before this leg gets out of hand, is Bud going to play a card
now,
to
yep.
get in? Yep.
He's playing 6 straight, which I actually
All right.
like that strategy more than
Bud
just
has
playing
elected to
3.
throw 6 darts for his
because
team.
you have to get in on the first 3. That's obvious with what it's doing right here. But you also then have to follow it up with a big round. But getting in is definitely the most important thing, and it's might take all 3.
On the wire, man.
28.
He did get in though, and that's important.
That's crucial right there. And those guys are not too far ahead. None of them have scored over 60 points just yet.
I think Shaver's calling out our chalker.
That's fine. It happens.
28.
Yeah, right now he's not helping out.
I would say that
Corey's doing better, I think.
That's interesting that Raymer didn't play the card until after his partner.
It doesn't have to be played before the leg starts.
And let's note, he has 2 of those cards, and he cannot step in
But
for Corey again.
He played the whole
He
leg.
didn't play a card until leg 5. He didn't get the juices flowing.
He didn't play the leg until after Chris threw his on darts.
Yep. Then we're going to see
41.
Curtis right here.
I would say that's a bad, like, I would say
60.
Bud disappointed with his 6 stars.
Yeah, for sure. But he got in and got him rolling.
And Mark's not lighting it up just yet. It could happen at any point in time, but he's not lighting it up yet. So a couple of triples here, and they're right back in it because they're not
that far back.
They're not that far
Lee
back.
Jones applied. That's a good application.
I like that.
That's a great application because he's always been excellent when he's on the mic here.
And he's very well prepared as well.
41.
Fair. CJ's like, neither coach is stellar this game. Well, there's a double.
Shanghai to 5s.
That'll work.
45.
Yep.
The hard way.
The hard way.
That's what she said. As Curtis going to step it up.
Kevin Shaver, USA Darts, made a post on Facebook. They are looking for commentators. So if you're interested,
83.
go to USA Darts, fill out the application.
Raymer, you require 127.
The good news, this is the part of Raymer's game where he's going to be able to help out the most. He's not hitting it, right?
Yeah.
But this is the 6 starts from here is good.
Well, let's be fair to the coaches. When you haven't played all night long and you're asked to step in cold just to come in and shoot some fantastic darts, it's a lot to ask of anybody.
Yeah, but you still shouldn't shoot like I do when you do it. That's not a good strategy at all.
Chris, you require 109.
I will say if anyone that is applying to USA Darts and they get put in the running and they need some help with their setup, reach out to me, Sean, or Jason. We'd be more than happy to help you out.
Not paying for it, but we'll give you some ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
You can pay me to set it up.
Yeah, there you go. Outlaw, no, I'm not getting replaced. It's more just get some fresh voices in there.
Requires 71.
Now there's just so many events with so many different schedules that we're all on.
Now are these on site or are these going to be remote?
I don't know that answer at all. Remember, I just show up and look pretty.
Raymer's missing the big number.
He is.
Yeah, this is definitely not like Mark. 19. All of them. You missed all the big numbers.
All the big numbers.
All right.
This is huge. If Richie needs a ton here.
Yeah, if you're beating the other team and the coach is playing that whole time, that puts a lot of pressure on it. Stay right there. Hit another.
51.
There you go.
Mean, let's still calm it down. We still got.
Leave Shanghai.
Chris,
I'm gonna say 6 starts from 52 at least.
20 for double 16 or 12 for tops.
9.
Yes, sir.
43.
43.
Hit the bottom of the board.
Yep, you're gonna leave yourself a double as long as you don't hit a double.
Don't hit a triple.
Triple's fine. Just hit a double.
No, hit a double.
Hit a double.
Talk them right
Too
into
good.
it.
You got 37.
He's like, let's just hit an odd number.
Mark asked him for
Nope,
a 17.
Hits another double.
Okay,
Bust.
let's see. 40 and 49 scores.
Oh my God, he left the
You got
3.
Oh, he left
Yeah.
the straight jacket.
Yeah.
Curtis, you
dear.
require 120.
Shanghai, Curtis, let's
All
go.
right, Curtis. Focus. Just shoot him straight right here.
Oh,
Oh.
That honestly, he should be disappointed in that dart.
You got
57 left.
Not that dart though. That dart was great.
17 for tops.
Okay.
82.
Okay.
Yes.
19 for
require
double
3.
19.
I think it said
Sorry,
Corey.
Kramer, you require 3. No score.
Those
That's
flights
because
are.
you had
Yeah.
crooked
This
dart.
is the
My
flights.
goodness.
You require 38.
Those things are bojanked.
Keith looking at double 19.
3 for double
Yeah.
16.
Just on the top of it.
Yep. 19 scored, leaves 19.
Interesting.
Math.
But if you have the single shouldn't have the double, it leaves just the single again. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Like,
Crazy.
What do I need?
It's like, do I need to hit this? Like, there's not the single 19. That's really all we need to avoid here. In this
Interesting
situation.
here. We didn't see this earlier on in the match where Keith would actually turn around and ask Bud for some advice. These guys have improved their communication.
Double 8.
30.
But he left double 4, and we know what's going to happen if Curtis comes back
Chris,
up with
you
that.
require 8.
Because
Or sorry,
nobody
Chris,
misses a double 4.
Chris, you were on 8.
Chris, you require 3.
He goes, you require 8. I'm sorry, I mean 3.
Oh.
There's the straight jacket off.
Double 1.
What's he doing?
No score.
Why'd he go down?
I think it
Oh,
looked.
dear.
It fell low.
He looked down. God only knows what he actually shot at, though.
If we had a camera.
I mean, I did
I
a
had
better
it set
job
to
than this
the
last
right
week,
wait,
right?
I had it set to the right spot, so it's my fault.
Your problem last week was Mike's.
4.
Well, yeah, but the cameras were great.
Yeah, the camera's a fan.
So you're saying it was
It'd be
my
really
fault because
funny
I
if you
was
guys don't
lined up
watch
on the right double?
Yes,
Yes.
Kramer,
because you could have zoomed out
Yeah.
at any point in time.
You're better than 90% of the darters that you're filming anyways.
And that's actually, it's probably more than that.
1.
But at least he got out of the straight jacket.
Let's not make him feel too good.
I mean,
Keith,
you
you
don't need to keep
require
knocking
4.
him down.
Nah.
Double 2 for the first
Ooh.
lead of
Great
the match for the
marker.
Flying
Great
Elbows.
marker.
Fantastic marker.
Madhouse.
Double 1.
Hit that hole.
2.
Don't go high.
We're going to stay
All right,
right
guys,
here.
It's Madhouse time.
I don't know why we wasted our time with the first 499
Chris, you
points.
require 2.
Someone wake me up when this goes in.
And that's
There it is.
First
Boom,
shot.
baby. Time to get
I knew it
up.
was going to be Chris. Hey, 4-3 scoreline.
Nobody's happy about that other than Raymer. He's
Well,
just-
I'm sure his teammates are happy
Yeah.
about it too, and maybe a couple of people in the chat.
yeah.
Who's James Burton? Mike Norris?
So there you go. All right, guys, wasn't that so fun?
No.
Let's run it back.
All right.
this
Let's
time
do it
in the
one more
eighth
time.
leg, we got Curtis
You
throwing
think-
first, and it's
Does
still
Bud
Dino.
play his card? Does
All the
Bud
best.
play
Game
his
on.
let me play the whole leg card? It's the first time they're in the lead right now.
I think that Raymer might play his other one here, but yeah, it does look like it does look like Bud's going to step up there and do it.
Yep.
22 in.
Now, okay, so he's going to actually play for. Would be for Keith or Curtis? I don't know.
It depends which card he's got, I guess.
Well, they're in on the first round, which is nice.
Yep.
Now, so is Chris. This is where Chris has been phenomenal, honestly. You don't need to stay there.
32 in.
Yeah, he's already in.
Yep.
All right.
What are these guys doing?
Bud's turn to play a
Why is
leg.
everybody going crazy right now?
And what does Bud know? I didn't even see the card.
He's playing the whole leg.
Okay.
It was a 1 on there, so. And Raymer cannot play this leg since Chris just went.
Yep.
65.
Big last set from Bud using the bullseye. Kind
And-
of blocked himself out of the trip.
This is where Bud has been the better coach, is in the play style of this. So,
Yep.
This is a big one if Corey and Chris can get this one accomplished.
59.
He comes back from a break
Yeah.
and hits the first button that he hits, and it missed.
Just want to see how close he was to the triple.
Sean, we don't talk about the black card.
41.
Potty's in the chat saying, how we doing? We're doing well, buddy. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Guys,
good.
can't tell you how much we appreciate everybody joining us in the chat.
It's a pleasure to have everybody along with us. Skip, what's going on, my friend? Pleasure to spend the evening with you the other night.
For everyone tuning in, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for us on YouTube.
Yeah, let's start building these numbers. It doesn't look like Facebook and us are going to get along for much longer.
They don't like Jason.
They do
Yeah.
not. Or
Yeah.
any variation
or
of Jason.
Jazz or
Yeah.
Jose
or Jason Ove Castle. Castle Dart's going to be gone here soon.
Yeah.
You know, you can go back to like an original name. Why don't you just go back to Jason Ives?
Because I can't do it. I can, you're right, but I can only do it after like 6 months.
Well, it's definitely been that long for that one.
Well, I've had to. Well, you can change the name, but they know who you are still. Violation is a violation.
You need to change your. You gotta create a new email.
I'm just saying, why don't you just have Castle
Every
instead of
time I've
Castle
got a
Darts?
new guys, you're trying to tell me what I do all the time.
Your name is never Jason Ives anymore on Facebook. That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
We don't know who you are.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to use Jason Ives.
Yes, you
anymore.
can.
You're
telling me I can get on right now and just put Jason Ives as my name.
Well,
that's a lie.
The one that just got banned was Jason Ives.
No, it wasn't.
It was because he changed
Yes.
OVO Castle to Jason
I
Ives.
accept your apology.
He should have
Oh.
left it as OVO Castle.
41.
Well, that was stupid.
Bud Crystal stepping in right now, holding a slim lead. He's put up 59 and 65 points respectively here. This looks like he could be another 60.
60.
4 bar.
Yeah, 4 marks.
Sorry.
Paul,
You're
we
all
don't,
wrong.
Was about in the same
Paul said,
ballpark.
I told you could use my account for the Siege. Paul, we don't want to ruin your account, too.
Yeah, we'll get you banned. We need all the streamers need you, Paul.
Yeah, you're too valuable in the streaming world.
$41.
Yeah,
I'm dyslexic.
yeah. Mr. Raymond calling out a 140 there. Maybe a case of wishful thinking.
There was a 1 and a 40 in there.
45.
Chris has been silently
41.
very
Consistent.
consistent.
Yeah, I'm just kind of marking on the way through. We'll see if we can get a big number out of Bud here. He's going to be trying to set up the out. He starts down at the 19s.
I like the math of that because 133 leaves tops.
He looked back up, but
I'm okay with that, too.
does leave a 3 dart combination for his partner. And let's see if Corey can get his partner down to an out here.
Big fish left.
Stay straight.
60.
There you go. Both teams are on and out right now. Curtis is going to be looking at a 115.
Oh, it's still on.
Triple 20 for the bowl.
Oh.
I like how we all make that noise. I like the tops there.
35.
Potential tops to leave the 50 left, but did not hit it.
Chris, you require 150.
For the fans, bullseye, bullseye, bullseye.
Nah, he's going 20.
I mean, that's smarter, for sure. It's not as fun. Like, I feel like this is how I would play as a coach, right?
60.
If my teammates left me 150, I'm going to go up there and play a card. I'm going to throw out the bullseyes.
for the first dart.
Don't leave 150 again. I'll do it again. No, I don't care if I miss the first dart. I'm still going to shoot all bulls.
Ooh, it's an unlucky dart right there. Threw it off the board. There's no shot of the out. It's going to be interesting to see if we don't see Mark step in here. Oh, my gosh. You don't see that often from Bud.
Corey, you
2 darts
require
off the
90.
board. Corey looking at a 90 here. Split opinions on the way to go.
20. 20.
And double bull.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. And he
Oh,
kills
look
the
at
90
that.
checkout.
What a shot.
Holy cow. Corey Dakin, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why you go 20s, Jason. If you went 18 on the first one, you have 72 left, and you can't go
Yeah, you
18
can.
for bullseye.
Well, you
That
can
brings our
go
score
trip
line
12.
5-3 in
Double
favor of
18, double
Chris
18.
and Corey.
Double 18,
All right,
double
guys,
18.
you know what
Shot
time it
there
is.
from
It's
Corey.
cricket time. This time we got Chris to throw first. All the best. Game on.
Big darts there from Corey. That just cements his MVP vote.
Lee Jones said he's a machine on the bulls.
I mean, he has been tonight. That is for darn sure.
That's a 1 mark.
I've been impressed with all 4 of these gentlemen.
I really have to. They've had moments of brilliance.
Yeah, Curtis, the 100, 180, and back-to-back turns earlier.
Curtis has slowed down tremendously with his throw, which has helped him out a lot.
I keep wanting to refer to Keith as Keith Richards,
Yeah.
and just Rolling Stones that thing all the way through.
Well, he's had some big darts tonight as well.
That's a 5 mark.
Oh, look at it.
Huge.
Corey just feeling that momentum, carrying him through. Opens up with a nice 5 mark on cricket.
Sean's prediction is nearing quickly.
I know it is. You're not wrong, chat.
Yeah, but nobody's been eliminated yet.
You're not wrong, fam.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes, huh? The 8-4 is gone. That's exactly what Tim said.
How's the 8-4 going?
Because
Well,
they have 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's more than 4.
Well, didn't he pick your way, though?
No.
No.
I thought he
I was
went-
on an island by myself. Remember, I said I'm going to go myself when you guys made your predictions after me.
I'm getting older. I got birthday in 2
That's a
weeks.
4 mark.
It's a miracle that you're making it there
I really.
so far.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still 2 weeks to go. So let's
Yeah,
knock on wood
yeah.
there.
Where'd you get the big bruise?
Well, that's what blood thinners will get for you.
He kissed his own wrist.
He's
That's
old.
right.
He's getting so old. He's getting random bruises on
Great
his arms,
shot. Corey's just on fire.
which is exactly what I knew going into it. That's why I said Corey. He was going to be the MVP, and
Yeah.
I was taking Raymer's team because of that.
Because you knew Raymer wasn't going to play any cards.
But honestly,
2 mark.
coaching wise, he's done what he has needed to do
He's
as a
doing it.
coach. As a player, he's left a lot to be desired in that route, but that's okay because he's a coach.
Well, and what's interesting in that last match, Bud was playing too. He played
Mhm.
his play the whole leg card.
And that hurts so bad.
Yeah, it does.
That's a 4 mark.
And man, they're just running away with this this cricket leg too.
I would argue that the 6 darts and the 3 dart cards are way more valuable than the play the whole
That's a
leg.
1 mark.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
'Cause you
agree
can
with
go-
you on that one.
you
Is
can
that
go-
why you left one of your 6 dart
can-
cards for the last leg?
You can go in and say you can literally go in and throw 6 darts and basically change the leg.
Yeah, but you can throw the whole leg and just change the leg, right?
I would say you have more strategy wise. I thought the 6s and the 3s were more valuable.
Yeah, these guys starting to run away with this one here. Gonna need a trip out of Keith. It's 2 real close. 5 mark wouldn't hurt.
That's a 3 mark.
I do like Keith's move where he like leans in
Yeah.
to see where it is, with a Keegan there next to him.
Chris and Corey are just coasting at this point.
I mean,
2 mark.
that'll work.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all.
Curtis really needs to follow through and get these 15s.
Is that 117 he was looking for?
That's a 4 mark.
Yeah, that's a good dart right there. Big cover shot in that last one. All right. He's the star of the night so far. Mr. Corey Dakin stepping up.
2 15s and a 19.
It's going to be crucial that he closes those 15s.
They gone.
19.
That's a 2 mark.
Last one was a bit of a flyer.
Yep.
That was no man's land from what's left remaining on the board. But let's go to the Super Bullseye cam.
That's hopeful. There you go.
Brought to you by Billy O'Neill's Billy's Bull Can.
No score.
Bele, bele, bele.
Uh-oh. There's 1. There's 2. Looking for a big third here. Chris counts.
That's a 3 mark.
That's all right.
Dropped it low.
You know who's coming up next?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Corey
Yep.
the closer.
Ooh,
Look at this from Curtis.
That's a 15 and a 30.
That's a 2 mark.
Did not need that 15. So here we go. Corey to make it 6-3 lead.
That's a high in the 18s.
And that's game
But there
shot
it
for ninth
is.
flag.
Can't believe it was only a single bull. That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
6-3
Terrible.
score line for
He's
Raymer's
slipping.
squad.
I'm telling you, he's slipping.
Raymer's played a total of 3 cards, I think. 2 cards.
All right. 10th flag. It's still cricket time. This time, though, it's Curtis throwing first. All the best. Game on.
All right, 6-3 score line. And it's another game of cricket.
That's a 1 mark.
They just got railroaded in the last one.
Yep, and they have not done well in cricket tonight. And Rama's team is one victory away from being in the barn.
Thank you, CJ, for the stat line. Only 2 cards used.
That's a 3 mark.
That's a big last start there from Chris. All right, Keith stepping up. Now's the time. Oh, just on the outside.
Just a
Yeah, it's
So
unlucky.
close,
Yeah,
man.
he can't get much closer without hitting it right there.
Corey's going to make him pay.
Most likely. It's a good first start. Yeah, he's just staying dead straight, following through.
That's a
Yep.
3
There
mark.
it is.
That's all he really needs to do.
No, that was huge.
Close him, put pressure on him, make him shoot the 18s.
Which has got to be annoying at a certain point because it's been the number that they've been having to point on. That means I don't hate. I do, but
I don't mind the
yeah.
20, but at the close of 20, go to the 18.
that's exactly what I was going to say. I'm glad that you spoke first.
Touche. Shooter. That's a bad kiss.
That's a
Yeah.
1 mark. You got a trip 1 on the second dart.
Thank you, Keegan.
That's a 1 mark. Yeah, ooh, you asked. Right.
All right, right now, Keith. Let's do something. Yeah, let's get him on the board first.
Yeah, it's outside. That's in. 2 mark.
The follow strategy here is quite interesting, and
Say
if I'm the opposite coach, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to say anything. Just keep doing that.
Bud needs to be telling him, hey, we need points.
Is that a 3?
Yep.
That's 3.
I mean, it's Corey. Yeah, of course it's a 3.
Everyone's like, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
Right
That's a
there.
3 mark.
Corey's about to be the coach.
Yeah.
Corey's going to come back and coach next time. Be like, I don't know what I just did, guys, but I'll play a couple times. All right, cool. That's all we need.
My coach only used 2 cards. I'm only going to use
No
2
score.
cards.
That was a heck of a trip 18 or trip 20 though. Just didn't count for anything.
Curtis is a little frustrated right
Yeah, you can tell he's a little frustrated. This is where Bud needs to step in with him.
now.
It looks
There
like-
it is.
yeah.
There's 6.
Score.
He's going to throw 6. Oh, maybe not. He's going to hold up.
No, he's tell Keith to do. He's
Yeah.
gonna cut him off. He's gonna cut off Curtis.
Give him a breather.
Yep.
Let him think about what he's done.
Go stand in the corner, Curtis.
We gotta get it. We gotta invest in a dunce cap.
Yeah. No, not a dunce cat.
Just a dungeon.
Yep.
Way cooler. We're gonna have a cage built for next week.
I think that's a trip.
That's a 7 mark.
Yes.
Well,
Indeed it was.
that is
I think that
slamming a
that
door.
might render his 6 starts.
Yeah.
irrelevant.
Bud has elected to play 6 darts for his team.
No, like legit. You're absolutely right. That
Bla-
7 mark right before this
So Blake,
hurts this hard.
if you're looking at the scoreboard, if it's got an
That's it.
X inside the circle, that means it hit with 3
Yeah, trip
single
16
marks.
First dart, 8
If you
second
see a
dart.
solid circle, then that was a triple. That's basically how the crickets are showed on
That's a
this
4 mark.
Star Connect.
And then the 1 slash is single, triple.
Right.
Don't hate that dart. And a nice business from Bud there, putting 4 points, opening up a wedge for him and closing down the 17 wedge. So Chris going to be looking over the 16. He's got a solid point lead.
Oh, he's going 18.
He's going to try and build on it.
I think it was 15s. I actually don't hate this either.
That's a 3
To
mark.
jump 2 wedges, that's awesome.
The only thing I don't like about it is because Bud coming back up with
Yep.
16s free
Yeah,
to
but Bud
to
needs
score.
7-16 just to get the point lead.
But it's Bud.
What? Yeah. Corey can do it.
There's 3. There's
Oh.
Spun around. That was a single,
Yeah, it was a single.
but only because it hit the back of the flight.
That's a 3 mark.
All right. Well, you're out to Schneid. You're only 59 points behind at this point in time, and you still got that wedges to go back to. Corey closes the 15s.
Blake, it all depends on how the scorekeeper chalked it. If they hit a triple and hit the close, then that's why you have the circle.
That's one mark.
If they hit 3 singles, it would have done the 2 X's in a circle. That's just how it was entered by the chalker.
Which I never pay attention to that when I actually entered as a chalk. I just try to do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah. So the way Dark Connect works
Is that out?
Yeah.
you can only hit 3 marks.
Score.
So
And he's frustrated right now. He's really gotten inside his own head.
if you hit a 9 mark, you need to hit triple, triple, triple. If you hit a 5 mark, you can go triple single or triple double. Triple single, single, triple double. That was an extra single.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you're still awake after hearing that explanation.
My goodness.
I'll be here all night.
So if you hit a triple, single,
That's a 5 mark.
it's a 5 mark.
You guys can let's just keep talking about it. Anybody else want to weigh in on the... Yes. Yeah, Pops. Get on in there.
That's 2 marks.
Papa Mad Dog needs to say something.
If you carried a 2,
Stop. For the love of God, stop. Corey needs 3 bowls to win this leg and make it 7-3.
that's an 18.
It's extra points.
If
That's
you only
not.
had a bullseye cam, wasn't so close. There we
That's
go.
1 mark.
It's okay. He also yelled at me last week, even though I was perfect. So, happens.
I don't listen to him.
Nobody
do
listens
what
to
I
me,
want.
Tim. Join the club. There's a whole Facebook page about it. Every time I try and join, I get kicked off.
That's
Curtis
3.
with a 3 bullseye visit. That's a nice visit right there. They still got 2 wedges open, though. But they are within 2 bowls.
There's one. Chris did this last time. Well, not that part. Double?
That's a 1 mark.
He almost spent a little bit too long over that one. Keith had winning darts in his hand with that first dart.
That's a 2 mark.
That's a 15.
I did pick up 15 on that one.
Oh, Corey's up. This leg's over. 7-3.
Corey's need 2 bullseyes.
It's got to be the capri pants.
First dart. Second dart. He only needs 1 dart to do this. Oh, he went for points on dart
That's a
2.
2 mark.
I like it. Add an extra bowl to it that he needed to add.
Yep.
Still winning darts, though, for Curtis. And that's where I don't like it as much. That one's a bit low.
That's a 1 mark.
Yep.
Yeah. Chris just needs 1 bullseye here.
There it
There
is.
it is.
10 flag.
7-3 scoreline. Ramers played 2 cards total.
They're in the barn.
All right.
Jason's going to set up
3 legs
the
all.
stool behind us
Corey
real
and Chris
quick
have won the last 4
for the
legs
third
and
player
only
to come
need win
in.
1 more
I'm
in
sure he's
order
going to think
win
of that.
the match.
Might as well think of it
Curtis and Keith
soonish.
must simply went on out from here. What better way to start the comeback potential train than with some 0-1 action?
The
In
potential
the
train.
11th flag, it's Chris to throw first. And Mark has decided to play a leg.
Oh, he's playing the whole
Oh,
leg to
Playing
try
the
and
whole leg
end
to
it here.
Seal it.
I just perked up. That's okay. Mark,
So who did he take?
Chris's.
45.
Okay.
Man, that one gnarly flight, though. They're all kind of bad. Do we have flights that he can have? He
All
obviously, I mean, I know he
So has Bud elected to play
is
leg.
president of a whole organization.
But he also sells supplies.
Well, not his own. You can't
Never
use your
get
own
high off
supply.
supply.
By the way, if I just stopped talking, it's because I went unconscious because when he was moving the
40.
stool in the air and knocking
Trying
on
to
my
hit
head.
your head.
Was that you bending over? Was that the sound you were making, or did you say something too? Oh, I thought you were just making an old man noise. Let's go
Jason-
underneath.
Jason left and the player count went up. The viewer count went up.
Jason's over this. He's tired of our attitudes.
Stop making fun of me.
I will not mess it up.
48.
I am a professional here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, is this coach on coach? Are they both playing the whole leg?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently.
We were doing.
55.
They could have stayed in the background.
That beats 45, though.
CJ goes, listen, we broke. Same flights till death. Is that one of the vows that you took?
Same flight. Interesting.
That's a crazy dart.
21.
Let's go back up there and knock that dart out.
The point was tricky. It didn't look like it was touching. I was like, that might be one of my first one darts thrown, no touching scores.
Did he think that like it just was floating? Like what what did he think was going on with that second dart?
100.
Huge starts. Corey killing it. That's in.
Oh, that's in. Shaking his head at it, but I like it. Oh,
123.
Great shot.
that's not 123.
114 and 9 is
Oh, he got triple three.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it was a single tree. I was like, what are you doing? It's amazing whoever set up a dartboard. The two big
44.
troubles and the trouble next door on the right. 20s or 19s, and you're left with 123.
The only thing that's odd is the 4 odd numbers consecutive.
Yes.
It's the only thing that doesn't make sense.
Oh, look at this. Great darts from Bud.
Stay up there.
Excuse me.
Stay up there.
Yep.
Stays up there, leaves the big fish.
Yep. I think that's just he knows his partner can't fish to save his life.
$41.
Some things you just know, you know. You know, I told Jason to bring a stool over. He's like, "Oh, you mean take a break for an entire leg? All right, cool. Same thing."
Oh, he heard that he got off the mic and
He
the
gone.
viewership went up. So
It did. Well,
63.
it was at 78.
yeah. Now it's back down to 75. Guys, can tell you how much we appreciate you joining us here. 7-3 scoreline, race to 8. The Siege celebrity shot 3, and we're seeing the celebrity shooting right now. That is Mark Raymer.
22.
I know it didn't look like it there, but he was the celebrity.
I know, right? But you require 108.
This
Triple 18 first? Or triple 60?
you can also start on the 20s. by the
Nah,
way.
he has a 1 or a 5, you're screwed. That's 12. 96.
12 leaves you 96 left.
Triple 20, double 18.
Yep.
Oh, 93 left. Triple 19.
For double 18.
34.
All right. Corey going to try and leave Raymer a finish as we're joined once again by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives.
What's going on, gents?
Oh, man, we missed you.
22.
31 scored.
31.
Leaves one out.
Yep, sure does.
I got you, buddy. No problem.
18.
Keith, you require 74.
Probably go trip 18 here.
Trip 14, trip 18.
1.
Triple 19, double 8.
Oh, it's right there, just on top of that
54
wire.
left. 14 for tops.
Yeah, don't hit the 20.
There it is.
That's a nice start. That's a beautiful leave.
Well, this would be a heck of a way to win the match.
Does he go
Raymer, you
19,
require
triple 19, triple 19
154.
tops?
I like it.
No.
Oh, right there, though.
Yeah, single 20.
That flight was traitor.
Yeah, if that flight was straight, it would have hit it probably.
I mean, we've had some bad flights on the show before.
60.
Doobies for sure. These might be up there with doobie
Bud, you
level bad,
require
and
40.
I don't know how to tell you that. That's bad.
All right.
Who was the last one? It wasn't Doobie. Someone else had really
No,
bad
but
ones.
Comeback starts here with a double 10.
Yeah, 20 score.
Ooh.
Hey, what's with the paint job?
20.
It's a good marker if he's trying to mark out the 10.
Require 94.
Trip 18 for tops.
I don't like that, no.
I don't either. We do have a top of the board, bottom of the board, but that's all right. You don't have to utilize those. I did last week, but that's no big deal. 93 left. Triple 19. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
36. Oh, what a dart.
Yeah, taking a double bull out and taking that last dart out would be something. Keith, looking to extend the match.
He's hit double 10 already.
And
he does it
again.
I don't have to move the stool back, do I?
No.
Okay.
No, God forbid you don't leave again because you're just going to stay gone.
All right. 7-4. What was your prediction?
8-5.
In the 12th leg, this time it's still a 1, but this time it's Curtis throwing first. All the best. Game on.
All right, Curtis, let's get that mojo back.
Let's go. Let's get the big M working in our favor right here. So in the battle of the coaches, Bud won out on that one. And if this match continues to keep going, you're going to see a lot more cards played in a hurry, I imagine. Would you say, agree, Tim?
Yeah, I think you need to.
45.
Especially if you want to keep within striking distance.
Right.
Don't call it a lick back, right?
Keith has really settled down.
45.
Just jinxed him.
Yeah. That's commentator's curse right there. He's the man of the night right here, Mr. Cody. Corey.
You're so well with the names.
Yeah, I tell you what. Don't make fun of me there, Jonathan.
45.
I mean, I got 3 of the 4
It
letters
beats
right,
26,
technically.
which is what I thought it was.
Just adding letters.
Yeah, I'm here for you. That's a big first.
79.
That's not a bad visit right there. We'll take that every time. Here's Chris Counts stepping in out of Clayton, Indiana, wearing his beautiful IDA shirt. I do believe those are still available. Contact CJ or Mark Rama.
You guys talked Chris into the 1. Jeez. 26.
Yeah, Chris with a little bed and breakfast to get us going here. All right, Keith needs to extend this lead right now. Needs to follow. Curtis is 79.
That's huge. Huge third. Huge second third.
66.
And he does that with a 66, but he hits that triple. You hit a triple every visit. It's going to keep you right in it. And in this point in time, it's got him about a 117-point lead.
Waiting on the man.
And a solid 40 scored there by Corey.
Welcome back, brother.
And see what Curtis
Thank
can
you.
do to follow up his 79 as we welcome back the voice of American darts,
Oh,
Mr.
God.
Sean Green.
I forgot that I can't leave or else you'll introduce it
Oh,
like that.
that's unlucky.
That's
Definitely 60 on the floor.
Yep.
Hit the flight first, though.
Ooh, 26 follows 26.
It's going to be interesting. If we get down to a double, are we going to see the coaches jump in here to close it out? It's going to be something to watch.
I'd like to see Raymer here throw at least 3.
Yeah, just get him back in it. Especially if Keith's not able to get him down to an out.
Guys, I love Mark, but have you seen his team throw versus him tonight?
41.
I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I'm going to trust Corey. I can tell you that much right now. And I'm going to trust Chris.
Yep.
Like, Raymer's been about correct on his coaching strategy here. He's trusted his players to play, and his players have done a great job just playing. Now, this leg's been a little bit left to be desired. And Curtis could throw in a big score right here.
$47.
Not bad.
Yeah, we'll take a 140 leave. Yeah, these guys have been struggling with 40s and 20s.
133 here.
Oh,
Nice.
he went up top on that last one.
Keith, you require 100.
Still, we'll take a 96 all day long. Keith, looking at the out. No longer. Needs to set up play right here.
He's coaching from the Chatterbox.
81.
Yeah, that's a big last right there. That last found the triple.
Is Lee coaching a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Said use a 6 card, shoot the 19s.
We need a celebrity shot for. The coaches have coaches. Man, can I be a coach of a coach? Oh, that'd be so great.
Or if you had a coach for you.
Yeah.
36.
What if
you coached?
No. You just have a 3-player team,
Courtesy
and the
required,
coach just
59.
decides who's playing each leg, and they run it that way. I think that could be fun. So many legs that each player has to play, and you have to play a certain
All right,
amount.
tops.
39.
All right. Go a little bit short on that tops. Kind of rushed it a little bit. When
Very
you
much
gotta
rushed it.
Yeah, you go from the bottom side to the top side. You almost want to reset almost every time there.
I kind of
No,
like
but
this.
he leaves Keith 20 again.
Yeah, and that'll be the third
It's a
double
good
10
lead.
Keith has been shooting at.
28.
All right, Keith stepping up, double 10.
Require 20.
We've seen
Keith
this
is-
show.
Hammered this.
And that's
Yeah.
game
There
shot
you go.
for 12th leg.
He's at that three of
Just
the
keep
of the
it going.
5 legs. He's at double 10.
And we're back within 2 now.
Don't call it a comeback.
Been here for years.
No. Now it's just the right
All
score
right.
line. We're
Don't
good.
call it a
Yeah.
comeback. It's 7-5. This time we got Samora 1 though. It's Chris throwing first in our 13th leg.
8-5.
All the best.
Ratata. Let's do this.
Let's see some cards being played right here.
I said it first, Keegan.
Remember you guys bailed on my prediction line? Look at how that's going to cost you.
45.
You guys got the right answer right away and still didn't take it.
Yeah, we're just not copycats.
It's impressive. It's
We're not
impressive.
copycats.
Great
I
dart.
don't
Yeah.
think I've been right all season.
Honestly, me either. So this is a shock as much to me as it is to everybody else. That's why I keep mentioning it.
Curtis, every visit, Curtis has one really good dart where he picks a big trip, be it a trip 20 or a trip 19.
I was, I was-
Corey's the real MVP.
yeah, I was probably closest on my prediction this season on my own score.
Yeah.
It was close to my prediction. I lost
Keith,
8-1. But
Just shoot of the double 10 every time, my friend.
68.
why?
There you go.
Third.
Yeah.
Great third. That's triple double 10. That was weird to come up with, but it
Yeah.
worked.
Solid.
Yeah,
He
just
makes all
solid
those count.
darts. Yeah, we see that from that team. Just solid 60s all the way down.
26.
Curtis just needs to slow down a little
Yep.
bit. Get set, follow through.
Kind of surprised we're not seeing the coaches step in here, even if it's early in the match or
I-
early in the leg.
I think by Raymer not playing his cards is really throwing Bud off his game.
That's fair.
81.
That's a solid visit right there. Not a great visit right there. Behind the 8 ball a little bit. Chris stepping up, shooting at 255. Wants to leave this with an out.
Well, that's good second dart. Leave it even. He leaves the big fish. If you're Raymer, is now your time to be the hero?
That would be epic.
Yeah. Step in and hit the big fish. We forget everything else, Mark.
But then he's taking darts away from
Corey.
who's been
Who's been the
lights out.
person that's going to probably hit this if anyone is going to tonight in that arena.
Corey require 170.
big
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah, no worries. Just nods his head. Piece of cake. Watch this.
Oh, it's on.
Oh.
No idea. It was so dead
got
even with the
excited.
other one.
First one was
I just
dead
heard the
center.
"aw," and that's all I needed to
He
hear.
had the first dart. He did it right.
He would have killed that double bull. He's been hitting it all night.
7.
Yeah,
Oh.
you're right.
You hit that 170, you get a $100 gift card to St. Elmo's, according to the point streaming. I'm just saying.
That was like
Chris, you
4
require
seasons.
Yeah.
150.
Keegan, stop saying that out loud now.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to go
Yeah.
to St.
I'm glad he
Elmo's
said
for
it
us.
after
Yeah,
it was
really.
a miss.
Yeah. No, he would have said it.
course, $100 at St. Elmo's don't get you a whole bunch.
You get shrimp cocktail.
Get you a reservation, right?
77 left.
You can get food by yourself for that price,
32.
which is probably best case scenario for me anyway.
You know, I've never been to St. Elmo's.
What?
That's terrible.
True story.
Blasphemy. Someone said
You're the
Jason,
richest of all of us, and you haven't gone to St. Elmo's?
And they never invited me.
Someone said Jason Ives at St.
Corey
Elmo's gift card so we can
required.
experience Indiana.
All right, Corey, looking at a 70. He's done.
For the match.
He's
Triple
done
10?
better. Let's see what he does.
50.
Oh,
Bullseye.
he's a double bull. Come on.
Oh, he did it.
He tried.
I love it.
44 left.
Yes.
12 for 32. 4 for tops.
Debbie Hughes has never been there either, Jason, so you can
There
take
you
her
go.
on a date.
38.
All right. Leaves 32.
177 leaves 40 here.
They're gonna have to dodge a few darts at double here if they're gonna stay in this match. Otherwise, Sean is a golden god at predictions.
32.
Chris counts for the match.
Make Mr. Ives wrong. Man, he's just on it, man.
8.
Leaves
24.
24.
Knew that right away. Wouldn't even have had to have guessed actually on the last one.
Triple 20, triple 19, double 20. He goes 19 first.
32.
All right. Corey's been the man
Corey require
this entire
24.
evening. This to cement it. Double six.
Oh, leaves the
18.
3. Leaves the double 3.
So you're saying there's a
He require
chance.
125.
Yeah, Jason turned off his microphone and everything, thinking this thing was over, and here we are.
Keith shoot the 18 or the bull here? 120 left.
Yep, single 5.
This would be a good card for Raymer to throw 3 at. To get rid of the 6.
7.
No, he'd rather just not use them, which is honestly is
require
fine.
6.
I didn't mean that like sarcastically.
Yeah.
I mean that because I'm going to trust Chris still here. Un más, por favor.
This is the hairy one. Don't go high.
3.
Well, they're in the straight jacket.
Talked them right into it.
Curtis,
You sure did.
118.
18 first.
No 18 first. That's a terrible idea.
Always shoot the 18.
No, if you hit the triple, now you have to hit a double triple or triple double.
7 left.
You hit the single 20, you still have a single or a triple to double checkout.
17.
64. Corey require 3.
Sorry, I was shushing Jason, who's trying to talk like he's still on the mic. 1 for double 1. Double 1.
Hit the hole in the middle.
Oh, just drags it low. So back in the straight jacket they go.
The colors
Keith,
on the
you
Winmore
require
Blade 6 triple
54.
quarter.
Pop it.
Beautiful. 14 for tops.
$45 left.
9 scored, leaves 45 left.
$15 for double 15.
Uh,
43.
43 left.
Shoot the 3.
Hit a nod. Hey. They left 34 though.
Chris, you require 3.
Well,
That's a good miss. That's a bad miss.
No score. Curtis, you require
dynamite
4.
commentary. Those broadcast schools really paying off.
Double 17 to extend the lead.
That's
And he
it.
hits
Drills
it.
it.
13 flag. to Curtis
There
and
goes your prediction.
Unbelievable. They missed all those darts that doubled. And Raymer didn't take one shot just to try and make my scoreline
All
correct.
right. No matter what happens in this leg, this will be the final leg of 01 we play
I
tonight.
swear to God, if we go the
And what
distance.
better way to kick it off than with Curtis throwing first?
We're going for speed.
All the best. Game on.
And we're not alone. And it will be our time of need.
$41.
I don't even know what
60.
cards are left.
Who cares? Keegan will pay attention to it. What are coaches anymore, you know?
$33.
All right, Corey, let's get hot here. All
60.
around it.
Stack that third dart. $45.
All right, they're off and rolling a little bit in this leg. They've stayed steady on the 60 so far. Don't blow that, Chris. Ooh, that's better. That's better.
Fill it up.
That's a 180 from Chris Counts.
What a shot.
Boom goes the
All
dynamite.
right. Bud's deciding to throw 3 darts for his team.
It's a lot of
Every
pressure
time it's
after the,
yeah.
after the 180.
That's not the second time where a big round has happened right before you decide to play.
Is that Chris's second 180?
No, it's his first.
Yeah.
Curtis had.
the other one,
yep.
right? Yeah. Big
66.
third. Thanks, Geeks.
Thanks, Keegan. He said, "Excuse me." Well, maybe if you were here, you would have known.
26.
Oh, I love you.
Chris, you require 135.
Should go bull first.
He hits it. Trip 20. He doesn't have to go this route at all, by the way.
Yes,
But it'd be a lot
does.
cooler if he does after the 180.
46.
I love you. I'm not going to say a bad thing about you ever again. Tonight. Well, all right, in the next 10 minutes then. Ooh, these are great stacking darts from Keith.
That's a 140.
It's a 100, but we do have eyes on those darts that we could have been on there.
89.
All right, trip 19 for 32. $70 left, so 20 for bull.
Leave Corey on the bullseye.
Which is perfect for him. Oh, that's on the wire. That doesn't get much closer than that.
But does it leave it open for Curtis and Keith to come back on this leg?
No. Maybe. So got to switch here on dart 3.
100.
All right, never mind. You don't have to if you're going to hit the triple.
Chris, you require 25.
That's what Curtis would have said.
9 for double 8.
5 for double 10.
Nah, he goes 9.
1 for double 12.
Raymer said 9.
9 for double 8 then. Ideally.
That's a 14.
11 left, so 3 for double 4 because nobody misses double 4.
14. Oh, sorry. I was like,
3 for double 8. Or 3 for double 4.
17 for 4 per Lee Jones.
Nobody misses double 4.
yes. 17 scored. 17.
Usually.
Sorry.
Keith needs to start the
Like, are you
19.
talking to me?
You have to throw
Keith,
19.
you require
Unless you plan on hitting it,
126.
Keith. Then do whatever you want. Start on the 19. It's got to stay there. 88 left. Going to go back up.
Or triple 16.
$39. Corey, you require 8.
Oh, yeah.
$4.
Not yet.
Curtis, you require 87.
Triple 17 for double 18 here. Funny. Oh.
What is going there on dart 2?
19 scored, leaves 68 left.
Trip 20.
Triple 16.
Okay.
24.
Keegan's had to deal with some
Chris, you
interesting
require
math tonight.
4.
All right, double 2 for the match.
That was actually 26.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Right, Chris? It doesn't matter.
Do it.
Oh,
No
we
score.
might be going the distance, folks.
Keith, you require 63.
Nope, Keith's going to go for it.
$46 left.
So 610 wires, what we like. Why?
No score.
Overachieved.
Where was that
I
going?
have no idea.
Corey, you require
Like, there's not even
4.
a not even number on that one. Double 2.
Walk it up.
No, not down. Up. Yeah, Corey
And
gets it done.
To Corey and Chris.
Wow,
And
8
Mark.
to 6 final
Team
scoreline
featherweight.
prediction. I was definitely the closest on that. Thank you everybody for letting me know that in the chat. It has been a pleasure, Tim, and we're going to bring in our champions along with the trash talker extraordinaire, Mr. Mark Raymer. So good luck with that.
Thank you, sir. And just to give you a heads up, save the date, July 19th, on the Rocks. We are celebrating the life of Linda Anglin. Love you, Linda. Please come out. There's going to be raffles, benefits, all money going to her school for the kids' lunch funds, who are basically for kids who cannot afford their lunches. So save the date, July 19th. We are going to celebrate Linda the best way we know how, and that's some throwing darts, getting together, and having a great time. Big shout out to our sponsors, Billy O'Neill's Pub and Eatery for the Bullseye Cam, Sidelines Pub and Grill, Sports Pub, Hog Rock Event Center, Magic Darts, Reed Sales and Music, To The Point Streaming, On the Rocks, Mikey's Pub and Grill, and also Magic Wear, A to Z Darts and Magic Wear. You can go to magicwear.com. Our jerseys are available. The Siege V2 is the Red Knight, and the V3 is the Red, White, and Blue. Please go support our company. And with that, we have everybody here. So let's go to the main interview. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, Mark, was your goal to not play a single card tonight?
Yeah, Lee Jones and I had talked about it before we came in, and I guaranteed I wasn't going to shoot any outshots.
Right.
So that was my whole thing.
Well, my strategy was I would prefer to hit a big shot to leave my partner.
Well, I was
outshots.
trying that,
Right.
but yeah, I'm shooting a 28 and 18, and that one whole match, I don't think I shot 100 points.
Okay. So, Corey, you were terrible on the bullseye today. Just kidding. You were
think
killing it, man.
I think it was about the only thing I could hit.
Yeah. Let's pull that right to your lip a little bit.
There you go.
Chris, how'd you feel like you felt? I know you were negative on your darts all day, but you shot very consistent all night.
Yeah, I thought I threw okay. No, I could have been a little bit better, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Great time.
I told him all night, 3 fat 20s,
Yep.
3 fat 20s. That's all, and you'll win the game. But yeah, they hit some big shots.
Yeah.
Some big shots. That was
Yep.
good.
Corey had a couple double bull outs.
The double bull out was, yeah.
Yeah.
So how was the camaraderie between the teams going on in the arena?
We joked around a little bit. Yeah, we kept it back in the back a little bit. Yeah. Playing the cards, I was teasing Bud a little bit on his cards, trying to play him, and
It was unfortunate. He threw a couple of cards where he was in line to play the card, and the person behind him throws a 180, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, it just made that card mute.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the only time I played the card was when they shot a low shot.
Yeah.
I was trying to gain more.
right.
It didn't work out, but that was the whole goal. But yeah, it was fun. That was a good format. It was fun.
So this coaching thing is fairly new. This is only the third time we've done it. How did that help you guys with having a coach back behind you, telling you what to shoot or helping you out with your shots?
So I'll go. It's hard. I'm not a steel guy.
Right.
If Tracy and I are home throwing in the garage, and next thing you know, we got the calculator out trying to figure out what's going on. But when he's back there and I can hear what he's saying, I try to do what he's telling me, and yeah, it worked. It helps. It helps a lot.
It makes everything a lot easier. 100%.
Now, obviously, Chris and Mark, you've known each other forever, and does that make it a lot easier knowing that?
Well, just me knowing Chris was he likes the game of steel. It intimidates him because of the math and the outs. So every time we've played a league together, he struggles with the out. He knows what they are, but when he gets up there, he draws a blank.
Right.
But I can say prior to us starting the match, we were all in there, and even Bud was helping. We were playing 50 out.
Right.
And, double bull first and then go for the outs. And all the guys were listening, all of them. So it was pretty cool to show them different outs. And, and I was trying to show them, if you get on a number, shoot a pie wedge to leave you outs and things like that. And they did it tonight. They shot those numbers tonight.
100%. If Mark would have been in the bathroom and Bud was out there, he would have. I am confident he would have told me what to throw at.
Yep.
And when we were talking in the initial interview in the beginning before you guys started, I said my advantage is Mark probably has the advantage on outshots because you're probably thinking about the outshots like me and the 400s and the 300s.
Yeah.
Where Bud fairly new in the steel tip world, where he's probably thinking about him in the 200s and the 100s. That gives you those extra 2 to 3 darts. So it basically gives you your team as a whole 2 or 3 extra darts.
Yeah.
Because you're setting yourself up for a better position in the back half of the legs.
Yeah, in a few games he shot soft tip out.
Right.
And that's what I was telling these guys. What I was mumbling to them what he should, my opinion, should shoot.
Right.
And they were going a little different, but yeah.
Now I know you guys were nervous coming in.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like you shot better than you thought you were going to, or?
I'm just glad I didn't embarrass myself, Tim. I'm just going to tell you. I don't think I shot great, but I didn't shoot bad.
You go back and watch it. You shot very well.
I think he shot absolutely wonderful.
And even if
the 0-1 game needs a little work.
I would say the huge thing is like even if you shoot in your head, you're not shooting well. You hit those big outs.
Yep.
It negates all of the bad darts.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, we're just trying to win, right?
Yeah.
Have fun and win are the 2 goals you want to do, right?
It was good. It was definitely a good time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, your championship mugs are in front of you, one for each of you.
Perfect.
Thank you. I'll lay it out. You have the floor for your shout-outs. And Corey, you can go first.
Shout out to my daughter, Michaela. I think she's watching. Tracy for driving me down here. And
DD, baby.
And, that's about it. I think my mom's watching, too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we had a lot of people watching.
And there might be a bunch of people from Eastern Kentucky, but I don't know. So
awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you're up.
I really don't have any. My wife's here with me, so she supports me everywhere we go. So I appreciate you guys doing it. Appreciate you guys having us. It's a great time. If you get invited, come do it.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely worth it.
Mark, thanks. Like you made the messenger thing.
The
It's always the most entertaining, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you're involved in a group chat, it's hilarious.
I try not to cut him any slack.
And I know Jason said one time we're going to try to get you and Price on the same group chat.
Wow.
Because that'd be awesome.
That would be insane.
I know you got the floor. You got your
shout out to my wife, Shy. Love you. Appreciate you.
your sponsors.
All my sponsors. Thank you for all those. The Lake Norris group, Plainfield group, if you guys are watching, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. That's all I get.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thanks
Thanks to Bud. Thanks
for
Keith,
having
thanks
us. I
to
really
Curtis.
appreciate it.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Thanks, Bud. Appreciate it.
On behalf of Jason Ives, Keegan Ives, and Sean Green, I'm Tim Neal. We are 2 to Point Streaming. We'll be back next week. And remember, we're on YouTube now, so go to YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit the like button. And hop on Facebook, go to Castle Darts, Tim Neal or Sean Green, and see you next time we're on. Thanks, guys.
Thanks
Have a
for
great
tuning
night.
in. Appreciate
And
y'all.
I appreciate it.
We'll see
Thank
you next week. Take it easy.